a low bar in recent years. Let's just use the most egregious example, the Rise of Skywalker's expositing of how Palpatine is just alive now. It's lazy, it devalues the material, and nostalgia aside, opening a movie with big yellow letters flying through space can be viewed as a bit jarring. When I finally sat down to watch The Eternals, I was confronted with 5 minutes of homework before I was allowed to see the opening scene. Hereditary still opens its movie with expositional text, but in a very different way, and it's crucial that we look at that right away because it serves as a key to understanding the brilliance of this film. That is to say, the film takes an existing and well-used trope, something that would usually be seen as cliche, but plays it out so elegantly that instead of feeling rehashed, it feels perfected. There are going to be many points during this where we'll look at stuff just like this. An existing trope, likely something overused, especially in horror, but in every single sense, it will be refined and presented perfectly. This isn't a film that simply reuses tropes. It's a film that uses them so well it retires them forever. In fact, I want to say this upfront right away. In all of these companion videos, I try to unpack what a film is ultimately doing and saying. In Alien, it's a mishmash reflection of 1970s cultural anxieties made crystalline in one brilliant horror motif. In The Lighthouse, it's psychosexual degeneration. The Green Knight, the battle between goodness and greatness and the power of myth. But what about Hereditary? Well, as we're going to look at, and as the title would suggest, there's a large focus put on family and grief and trauma, the breakdown of the family unit, and the idea of us passing things to those who come after us. Not just illness and genetics, but pain, abuse, psychological harm, behaviors and characteristics, and grandchildren being occult vessels for one of the lords of heaven. You know, family stuff. And while all that seemingly remains the film's thematic focus, I think it's also fair to say it's quite concerned with constructing the perfect horror movie. That's a big statement, and just to be clear, I think Alien, by a narrow margin, is a better movie. It is as close as is possible to my favourite movie of all time, but paradoxically, Hereditary is the perfect horror movie. And I think as we go through, it's going to become quite clear that this may have been an intention going in. Perhaps not as brashly as I put it, but certainly something close. And even more so than usual, we'll be paying attention to how exactly the film goes about this, and that starts right here with the first frame, this subversion of opening text by use of the obituary. So, looking at it for the first time, I think the initial takeaway is how subtly the visuals are employed here. Floating text usually lacks context, it simply is there, yellow letters flying through space. Some filmmakers like to try and get clever with this in an effort to circumvent the dissonance. James Gunn is a primary example. Just as Squad 2, Harley Quinn's Boogaloo had expositional text formed from objects in the environment that the characters are walking through, which to me is even more jarring, but nothing so garish for Hereditary. Just using subtle aesthetic clues, the context of the font and the formatting, the film lets you know exactly what you're looking at, exactly what you're reading from. It's an obituary in a newspaper column. Without you having to read a single word, the film has elegantly delivered you exposition through context, despite following the same trope, just presenting floating text. Just through one subtle design decision, they've taken a entire trope and rebuilt it into something that feels refreshing and intelligent. From choice of wording to the newspaper column structure and the typeface, it's all immediately recognizable. It's poignant, it's weighty. Chances are you've had someone in your life appear as one of these before. And that's the film, not just trying to remind you of the impact of death, but more specifically death within the family. It could have been delivered via an actual newspaper page, but I think aesthetically and practically, that would not have had the same effect at all. Instead, this newspaper layout, white on black, is encouraging you to look closer at what's occurring, but staying very flat and realist about what it shows you. It encourages the viewer to focus and take it in, and in doing so, they introduce the audience to a lot of convenient exposition without it ever feeling forced. Rather than having information thrust upon you without explanation, you're presented with a document you recognize just from visual context, and you make the decision to pull relevant information from it. Most simply, we have all the main character names and their familial relations. This is exposition that usually has to be delivered at the start of every movie, and often appears via quite clunky dialogue. It also tells us that Annie has lost a lot of people around her. It mentions her father's passing and her brother's. This is doubly foreshadowing that her losses and grief may be too much for her to bear, that she's no stranger to death, but also very softly introducing the notion that there's something dangerous and ever-present lurking in her past and in her family. Now, as we come to find out, this is something very sinister indeed, but with a title like Hereditary, it's a pretty clear lineation to there being some disease or condition passed genetically that's killing them all, especially given the obituary's mentioning of a prolonged illness. As I mentioned, this film is very much about how death affects a family, and a huge aspect of that They should be aware of essential information delivered to us. Really, it sets the tone for the whole movie. It's understated, efficiently, and elegantly executed. And new. Touched on it already, so before we go any further, let's look at why the first edition is correct. Firstly, during the edition, there's something inherent within the family, presumably disease that is and really, no matter which explanation you choose to go with from there, all of that remains true. But clearly, there's more going on there, and the film plays on this theme. So to make things simple, we can break this negativity, this malignancy, down into three main themes. The first theme, the supernatural, the literal face value explanation of the movie's events. The demon at the heart of the film is used for no means, presumably otherwise involved with he cannot simply enter any vessel. This hereditary bloodline is essential to him being able to inhabit it. When and how that came to be isn't made 100% clear, but we do have some information on it, and from that we can glean multiple other opposing theories. Either Ellen was born into it, and something existed within her bloodline for a very long time, which would certainly fit with the hereditary theme, or alternatively, this is a decision Ellen has made, and through the actions taken by her and the cult, they have sought Hyman out and in some way bound or promised him to their bloodline, which admittedly fits Hyman and still has the hereditary aspect of passing down from Ellen to her descendants. Now, we'll look at Ellen in much greater detail, but for now just know that it doesn't really affect the movie, so choose whichever you prefer. But for my own speculation, I come down hard on it being the latter. Ellen feels like an orchestrator, someone who has developed a keen respect for the cult members, likely even the cult's creator, and seemingly the driving force behind its plans pre-mortem. Not only that, but if this had been something she'd been born into, something that had been taught to her by her mother, you would think she would have been much better at grooming Annie into it, or at the very least communicated her actual plans to her. It seems that if this was some long-running familial tradition, then Ellen would have been far more open about it to her descendants. Instead, she was secretive, she sacrificed, she gambled with their lives in the short term in the hopes that they would forgive her once they understood the extremely long-term benefits of her being Hyman's queen in hell. That seems to me very much like a decision she's made and a risk she's taken, not some long-standing plan that's been present for centuries and for some unknown reason is only finally possible now. But no matter which you prefer for your headcanon, the outcome remains the same. Hyman can only be resurrected via Annie's bloodline. This curse, this sacrifice, this invocation, whatever you want to call it, it is hereditary to them. We're going to discuss this all in much greater detail when we get to Ellen and Hyman later on. So for now, let's move on to the second understanding of this hereditary malignance. Now, while the supernatural explanations are all well and good and are 100% real and at play in the movie, it's also crucial to remember that beyond the film initially playing with the bait and switch that Annie is going crazy, there are real-world parallels that the supernatural elements are metaphorical for. And these are what the meaning of the film is ultimately concerned with. Broadly speaking, they are illness or disease, as we see hinted at in the obituary, and is later made clear in Ellen's case to be suspected dissociative identity disorder followed by dementia. Now, obviously, that could be symptomatic of her relationship with Hyman, that's been recognized as the idea of dementia. He is into literally inhabiting bodies, and we see a definite link between suspected mental illness and the actions of Hyman throughout the film. Now, in terms of anxieties the film is building on, hereditary physical conditions are absolutely a part of it. We see that right away in the obituary. But ultimately, I think the film is far more specifically concerned with mental illness. Every single member of Annie's bloodline that is mentioned in the film has issues with their mental health, and mental illness absolutely can be something hereditary, something that runs in the family. Now, again, within the context of the movie, this is almost certainly due to Hyman and the cult's intrusions. But again, subtextually, we're talking about the very real threat of hereditary mental illness and mental illness in general. And hand in hand with all of that is this third theme of what we'll refer to as inherited behaviors, essentially abuse, specifically cyclic abuse, playing out across generations, and other inherited negative traits such as deceit, cruelty, and emotional distancing. We can use Annie as a quick example of what I'm getting at with all of this. Let's start with Annie's feeling, really the reality, that her life isn't her own, which seemingly began with her mother forcing her and maybe even watching her procreate, and manifests as her subsequent depression and desire to rid herself of children and the guilt that follows that. Yes, it's supernaturally influenced within the film, but it's also very clearly drawing parallels to a woman forced into a life she didn't want or wasn't ready for due to familial expectations and even societal expectations, stood in for her by the will of the cult. Her desire to rid herself of children is very similar to the intrusive thoughts some sufferers of postpartum depression experience, and is even reminiscent of some female killers responsible for infanticide. Even her sleepwalking, her jumbled explanations of trying to save her children, it's all very purposefully in line with extreme examples of anxiety and depression and motherhood in crisis. And that's not just to make first-time viewers feel certain that Annie is going insane. It's playing into the overarching theme of hereditary issues, behaviors, traumas impacting a family. Depression can be inherited, desires can be inherited and forced on the next generation, just like a father insisting his son support the same football team, or in this case, a mother pressuring her daughter to have children. In the lore of the film, the supernatural stuff is extremely interesting and well put forward, but it's everything working behind the scenes that brings it all together. The meaning here is much deeper. It serves as a warning to pay close mind to what you pass along to those that come after you. That things we do and say often outlast us in the hearts and minds of those around us, and that it's our responsibility to stay clear of evil and never allow ourselves to let it reproduce via us. And it's difficult to talk about, but this is a key point here. A prime example of this hereditary or inherited behavior, and something I think the film is talking about quite clearly that I haven't seen anyone discuss yet, is abuse. And specifically the difficult notion that abuse over time can turn people that were abused when they were young into abusers themselves. And I think within Annie's familial unit, we see this happening. In an extremely obvious sense, Ellen invites this evil into their home, and subsequently violence is enacted on the descending generations of the family. And while that's almost certainly allegorical to the things we've discussed, it's still rooted within the supernatural. So a better example might be the emotional distance we see the characters display. We know where this is rooted, Ellen's distant and difficult relationship with Annie, and we see Annie repeat these same mistakes with her children, struggling to connect and communicate. And beyond that, we see Peter and Charlie as two pretty maladjusted children that absolutely have difficulty communicating and strained relationships with their mother. Just like everything else, it's hereditary, and it's here to demonstrate how negative traits and behaviors can infect a family unit. So really, the best answer as to what the title means is all of the above. The supernatural bond of climbing with their bloodline as an exploration of disease, abuse, and mental illness. The film is about hereditary problems plaguing a family, and these are all prime examples that are explored in the film. But if we really need to nail it down to one thing, then mental illness is absolutely the best fit and the main focus. But just to clarify, that does not mean it was all a dream. It's important to remember that while the film is hyper-concerned with mental illness, and Annie absolutely can be considered mentally unsound, she's not imagining the events of the film. It's not a dream or a hallucination. The supernatural elements are metaphorical stand-ins for mental health issues, trauma, abuse, and sickness within the family unit, but they're absolutely happening within the context of the film. And really, as well as those being the different meanings we can draw from the title, they are also the three main themes of the film: the literal supernatural resurrection of Hyman and his tying to the bloodline, but also inherited ideas, behaviors, and genetics causing things like illness and mental health issues. All things that are bestowed upon us without our consent, predetermined factors that can influence and even rule our lives. The tragedy of fate, as we'll see alluded to later. And none of these are comfortable topics, but such is the strength of a good horror movie. It manages to roll our anxieties up into something we can digest and understand without ever having to face them in their bleak reality. But to do it as fluently and as perfectly as is achieved here is an extremely rare thing indeed. Let's look now at the opening shot, and to follow up on a pretty perfect delivery of exploratory opening text, we have an absolutely mind-blowing opening sequence that really plays with the notion of setting the stage. We begin with this still shot of the treehouse and the foreshadowing of the ending sequence of ascension and rebirth that will take place there. From here, the camera moves slowly across a workshop, again delivering exposition without throwing it awkwardly into dialogue. It's very clear that someone here builds dollhouses, so we get round their obvious creepiness really before they're fully introduced. A route the film also takes with introducing Charlie's peanut allergy to the audience. Instead of dodging the issue and building tension first, the film instead just saturates you with them right away. That may sound simple, but it's something a lot of films and television shows get wrong. The dollhouse is a played-out trope in horror. It kind of jars you as soon as you see one, and you go, oh right, yeah, creepy dollhouse. But, as with so many other tropes here, Hereditary understands. It understands the trends and techniques of horror. It just isn't deterred, and rather than being diminished by it being a pre-existing trope, it actually lays out such a perfect example of it that really it should be retired forever. While the film doesn't try to do too much with the dollhouses plot-wise, they serve as this constant subtextual reminder of what's actually happening. And beyond being a perfectly delivered metaphor, they actually hold the key to a lot of the film's sequence. As with everything else, it's subtle, it's elegant, and it trusts the audience to understand. We see the camera focus in on a particular dollhouse, which we come to learn is representative of the family's actual house. As the camera moves into the bedroom of the dollhouse, we see it very craftily become the actual bedroom of the house, with human characters walking around in it. And this extremely clever editing effortlessly kicks off this creepy notion of our family being puppets or toys for the unseen puppet masters that are actually controlling events, pawns in a grander scheme that they are entirely unaware of. It also sets up the idea that what's happening within these dioramas is influential on the events of the real world, and it gives the whole film a disconcerting sense of unreality, as we are questioning what's real right from the offset, just as Annie does through much of the movie. It also specifically draws focus to the importance of the son, Peter, moving as it does from treehouse to his bedroom, again foreshadowing his ascension in the former and his sort of pawn or puppet status in the latter. Even the fixed frame keeping the whole room in shot and Gabriel Byrne's movement here all work in conjunction to present the feeling that we're observing little toys in a dollhouse, something the movie is going to put a lot of effort into achieving. So as you might have guessed, there's a lot more going on in that shot. Let's rewind and look at all of it in more detail, because there's so much going on here, so much so that we can actually figure out exactly why this film is obsessed with making its characters seem this way just with this information. Perhaps the most immediately noticeable thing is the intense and odd soundtrack. Right from the opening obituary, all the way through the first act and other later sections of the film, the soundtrack is a constant unnerving tone, swelling and declining in a roller coaster game of tension building. And it's perhaps most noticeable during this opening shot, which, if you were in the cinema for, was especially apparent. As the camera slowly approaches the room, we're met with a rising collection of sounds, which we can call Hyman's approach. We've got these rising and ominous tones that come to define the soundtrack. Cymbals and trumpets, horns and skittish strings are all used throughout the film. We've got the clopping of hooves, the nasal expulsion of a fast-moving beast, and right at the end, the chittering whine of a buzzing fly. Now, the hooves and beastly exhalation immediately call to mind some cloven-hoofed minotaur-like demonic figure, which is right on the money and presumably what you're supposed to call to mind at this point. But later in the movie, we'll see a depiction of Hyman riding a camel, which is probably the more accurate answer. In fact, in depictions outside of Hereditary, Hyman is usually seen riding this camel. This is largely due to the fact that, as with many demons, Hyman finds his etymological roots as a jinn in Arabic literature, and the camel is a remnant of his Middle Eastern origins. The deep horn noises are also in reference to Hyman's lethal law. He is traditionally shown as being preceded by men playing loud music, usually trumpets, horns, and cymbals, and again these instruments pretty much define the film's entire soundtrack, with particular prominence anytime Hyman is approaching or being reborn or some other critical event in his narrative. As for the fly noise, you may have noticed the fly buzzing around the windowsill already, and throughout the movie we'll get a lot more on this fly theme. Now, flies are naturally associated with dead bodies, hay, so we've got this feeling of death and pestilence following Hyman. But we also know he can possess things, and much later in the movie, when he's possessing Annie, we'll see her lively skitter across the wall, just like a flamingo. So there's certainly a link between Hyman and the fly, sometimes thematic, sometimes literal, which we're going to explore in detail. But for now, with that in mind, this opening scene takes on a very different meaning. We can see the treehouse as being representative of hell. It's where Charlie, or Payman, is most at home. It's the location the book choose for Peter's ascension / Payman's full resurrection. We even see a demonic red glow emanate from it while Annie is using a space heater. Now, given clues later in the movie, we can actually take a stab and say this could even be representative of Pandemonium, the supposed infernal capital city of hell that Payman may ordinarily call home. We see a slow zoom out from the treehouse, perhaps alluding to Payman's summoning by the cult or his slow encroachment and influence in the beginning, and as the camera follows Payman's approach in Pandemonium, we see the fly set up moving. You can see this as a literal possession, but for me, all of this is very figurative at this point. The fly is seemingly just a metaphorical signifier or stand-in for Payman's approach. We then see the camera pan past several dioramas, which are representative of different points in Annie's life. Given we see the fly in the treehouse prior to this timeline of Annie's life, I think it's a fair bet Payman's involvement came just before or during her very early childhood. We know from what we see later in the movie that whether consciously or subconsciously, Annie uses her dioramas as a method of replaying and contextualizing her trauma. So it's pretty clear that none of these are going to be happy memories. It's also clear that they're playing out chronologically, as we know the end point of this camera pan ends with the present, but right now it zooms in on our actual characters preparing for a funeral, and the movie picks up from that point. So if it starts in the past and ends with the now, then really what we're looking at here is a chronology, a timeline of traumatic events in Annie's life. And now we're starting to get into the good stuff. Alright, that timeline begins with a closed room marked Keep Out, which just screams childhood trauma to me. I've seen quite a few people on Reddit and YouTube confused by this, but to me the answer is pretty clear. We find out later that Annie's father, having difficulty dealing with his wife's supposed mental health issues, began struggling himself, eventually shutting himself away and starving himself to death. And likely the only place he'd be able to shut himself away, hiding from people in his own home, would be his bedroom. We also know that Annie's brother hung himself in his mother's bedroom, which would have been his mother's and father's bedroom, but his father was already dead by that point. I think it stands to reason that this room is that location, the place Annie lost two of her family members, the machinations of her mother and the cult. The Keep Out sign likely an element of her father's efforts at isolation. I think the extremely old-fashioned and frankly foul wallpaper is also an indicator this was a house Annie grew up in. It's similar to patterns and geometries favoured by the cult and esotericism in general, as we see in photos of Annie's mother, in the decor of Joan's house, and in Joan's clothing. Really, anywhere you see triangles and other geometric shapes in this movie, due to their extreme prevalence in esotericism and magic through history, just think cult involvement. I think it's also fair to say this wallpaper softly alludes to fingers poking through the triangular prison or cage bars, which is a very good fit for Annie's father, isolated and unwilling to eat in fear of the malicious plans of the cult. When I wrote everything I just read about it into the script for this video, that was all it was, just a very good guess. But I've had to come back and edit in this sentence because I can now confirm this is 100% Alan's bedroom. More on that in a moment. The next diorama I was pretty sure about, but couldn't confirm until I found an obscure mention of it in an interview with the diorama's creator. Obviously, it's a school setting, it's not Peter's classroom, and it isn't a good fit for Charlie's either. But Charlie's class does have one notable thing about it, which isn't really dwelled upon, but that it's almost certainly intended to be a special needs classroom. We see a couple of other kids with recognizable disabilities. The overall age range is a little beyond what we'd expect for a realistic classroom scene in the movie. The teacher is deliberately passive, inviting Charlie to engage with her work, and in the original script, we do actually see this confirmed that it's a special needs classroom. It makes sense that for two intelligent, overachieving parents like Annie and Steve, this would be an especially troubling thing to deal with. And when combined with anxieties over having let Ellen be too involved with Charlie's upbringing, this was almost certainly a source of trauma for Annie. And this diorama is actually representative of Charlie's preschool, presumably where she was when Annie first had it officially explained to her that Charlie was different and perhaps suffering from learning difficulties. It could be alluding to some other traumatic episode of Charlie's preschool. She does have big set your kid's hair on fire energy, but I think her receiving some kind of diagnosis here is the best guess. As with many things here, the ambiguity is likely intentional, but always with enough context to still be off-putting. And when we see it later, it'll become clear the doorway has bars on it, which again alludes to something sinister, but could also be a product of a special needs playgroup where it may have become necessary. The next diorama is the hospice, where Ellen was a patient. We'll see this in much better detail later on, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory as to why watching her abusive mother die from a prolonged illness would be a source of trauma for Annie anyway. And then right before the final diorama of the Graham household, we see blueprints, plans stuck to the wall, driving home this idea that Annie's entire life has been secretly manipulated by the cult, and plans they have in store for Peter as well, given they're stuck right next to his bedroom, and that's where Simon's focus is heading. And while we are just in Annie's workshop here in a literal sense, if we understand the destination diorama as we now, the tangible world the Graham family is existing in, and the treehouse as hell, or pandemonium, to be more specific, then this in-between space of the workshop can be viewed as the world outside of the family's awareness, the plans of the cult, the unseen rituals going on around them, essentially the spiritual unseen, which is why Simon can easily navigate it. This is the blurring or in-between space between hell and reality, and it's a busy, chaotic workshop with signs of crafting and planning in abundance, signs of all the cult's machinations. On the wall we see two paintings, a strange blue figure representing Simon, and a woman in gold with her head cut out of frame, clearly representing the soon-to-be decapitated Ellen, who has been promised gold and wealth beyond her dreams. They're king and queen, presiding over this workshop, this in-between space where Simon and the cult are able to interact. It's here that Ellen appears as a ghost, standing right in front of these blueprints or plans. So again, literally this idea of an in-between space where even beyond death, Ellen can somehow still manifest. And as Simon rides through it, building up speed and further as the camera zooms in and we hear this insane fly buzzing through the score, the camera, really Simon, becomes a literal fly on the wall camera angle in Peter's room. Staring right at the spot, we'll see Annie crawl across like a fly when she's possessed by Simon. And keep this in mind because this is something else we'll look at in detail later on. There is a blurring of the line between director or the lens of the film, let's say, and Simon. And here we see the camera, not for the only time, seemingly move through the fourth wall of the bedroom, just as we come to understand that Simon can move through walls later on when he's possessing Annie. Right from the start, it's blurring the line between the demonic powers at work and the lens of the film. This opening shot not only gives you the entire plot of Annie's life leading up to the film, it also demonstrates the relationships of the main groups of the film, just from visual and audio context, as well as foreshadowing all the major events to come, building an insane amount of tension and being a practical and technical masterpiece. It is completely perfect. Just before I move on, it's worth pointing out that there are several key differences between the Graham household and the miniature. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos that pointed this out, people asking on Reddit, but they don't match perfectly in interior or exterior. Now, knowing a little bit about the production, I knew the interior shots were filmed on a set that was changing pre and mid-filming. Steve Newburn, the guy in charge of the miniature production, was quite open about this during interviews. It simply wasn't possible to get a 100% match because of how quickly and last-minute things were changing on set. So in terms of interior differences, we can put it down to alterations during filming. But presumably, the exterior of the house was fixed prior to the diorama being built. And so as to why that would be different, I just couldn't figure it out. In the same interview with Steve Newburn, he mentioned taking 400 exterior shots and being meticulous about getting it right. I just couldn't figure it out, and that doesn't make for a very good complete guide video, so I actually reached out to Steve.
Listen here, bro.
As it turns
Not
out,
what we
he's
thinking,
really
Kappa.
guy and sent me a full
Yeah, I've been
explanation.
away
I'm going to put his explanation on the screen,
8 hours.
pause, and read it
Very
myself if you
tight.
like, because I'm sure it'll be fascinating to many
Oh,
of you.
and
So
stuff.
to answer this question about
No, I
the
haven't
exterior
played with my
specifically,
dad.
initially they had planned to shoot in interior locations and then changed to a set. During production, the changes to the interior sets were so thorough that when it came time to make this diorama, Steve realized that the interior sets and house exterior weren't going to match at all. It wasn't possible to fit the interior sets in the exterior of the house because the changes had been so extensive. Ultimately, with the interiors being far more relevant to the story, the exterior of the house miniature was adjusted to work to the interior. As Steve points out, much of the front facade is left off the diorama, and in terms of the actual building, you never see any interior-exterior shots that will cause you to question this incongruity. And I was going to leave it there because I really didn't want to bother the guy too much, but fortunately for us, again, he's bloody lovely, so I did get to ask him a follow-up about the keep-out room, and while he was hazy on the details, he did confirm this was Ellen's room. So he was actually able to solve two mysteries for us, and I think really set us a strong precedent moving forward. I'd just like to thank Steve for that again, and I strongly encourage you guys to go check out their website. They do some amazing work, and will absolutely have provided material touch on Peter's bedroom and Steve's brief interaction with Peter, as it is still part of this opening shot. There's not much of note in Peter's room. It's actually quite sparse, which likely made the technicalities of the shot a little bit easier, but it does also lend itself to this idea of being a room in a dollhouse, which aren't traditionally over-furnished. We see Peter's telescope obscured by clothing, one of many allusions to Peter not being able to see what's coming, of his lack of awareness to the spiritual or celestial machinations occurring around. Right from Steve's knock at the door, we notice a distance between the family members, a practiced knock used after many arguments over demands for privacy from a teenage son. Steve is dutifully respectful of people while still being authoritarian, and while his character may become an obstacle to Annie, he is by far and away the more caring parent, the closest thing the film has to a well-adjusted character that acts sensibly. This is, of course, because he is exterior to Annie's bloodline, and for the most part, untainted by payment and much of the film's insanity. But even so, given the context of it being the morning of his mother-in-law's funeral, Steve is more than a little distant with his son here. He shakes him awake and throws the suit onto the bed before heading to walk out. It's not exactly abusive, but it's also not Father of the Year material. And this immediate distance between the family is compounded by the question, do you know if your sister slept in her room last night? To the first-time viewer, this may seem like maternal care being muddied by the exhaustion of grief, but it's actually serving as foreshadowing for this malignance within the family by softly demonstrating this distance and this absence of care and affection. Peter replies that he doesn't know, and we see a moment of realization from Steve that no one knows where their youngest daughter slept last night. And I want to point out again just how tropey and cliche this could be if done wrong. One of the first lines of dialogue is, "Hey, do you know where your sister is?" which would be a pretty jarring intro for even the schlockiest of horror movies. But just like every other potentially cliche or overused motif we see in this movie, it's done better. It hits home and it works perfectly without alerting the viewer to the real game that's being played here. During the camera pan across the workshop, we hear a muffled male voice, and while I'm almost positive it is Steve checking if his family are funeral ready, it's worth noting that at many points during the movie, we will hear the activity of cult members in and around the house. This could be them talking or even chanting, but in all likelihood, it is Gabriel Byrne here, and it's just encouraging you to listen closely, while also making you less suspicious of other off-camera sounds you may hear. It's also got that sense of muffled voices coming from the other side, which again supports the workshop here as being a symbolic stand-in for this in-between place. Sort of how the physical realm may appear to observing spirits, and we'll see that same idea played with again later on. Following Steve's realization that he's a terrible parent, we see him head outside to the treehouse to check on Charlie. It's perhaps intentionally covered by the tree here, but the treehouse has a pattern on it resembling the Room of Life, which is a fitting place for it given that this is the location of Ivan's eventual resurrection.
I'll just get a fucking bed, man. Seriously, forget about why do you have to hang from the ceiling? Why is it with vampires hanging from the ceiling? Seriously? Why? What is the point of hanging from the fucking ceiling? I mean, I get that they're like fucking vampires and like bats and all the crazy shit like that, but I just think it's so stupid. I've watched really, really good films. When you say to me, oh, it's alright. It's my
this lack of communication and lack of affection. And that's never more apparent than it is in Annie's relationship with her children. That as we meet this character, she's frustrated with her children, distant from them, and isolated emotionally. Here, the car serves as a motif for her isolation, for the separation and barriers between them. The persistent and ominous hum that's played throughout the first few minutes of the movie briefly dulls to silence as the camera moves into Annie's isolated space. The sound is there to create tension and a feeling of intense dread, but its absence is also used to heighten this feeling of Annie's isolation by removing it just as you've adjusted to it. It's then brought back rapidly as we cut to the treehouse and we meet Charlie, bringing back the tension and ramping the dread back up so we know all is not quite right with her. Because I think it's fair to say the film wants us to be more than a little bit freaked out by Charlie right from the outset. As Steve comes up to check on her, he looks the wrong way and gets an extremely passive jump scare as he turns to see her. Right away, Charlie is being subliminally built as being off, in the wrong place, doing and saying the wrong things. It's all designed to give us a feeling of discomfort. Charlie is like shades of danger from the early films. Now, I didn't want to include this, but given that it's maybe the more reasonable question about Charlie, I should point out that Hero suffers from lidocrinial dysplasia. collarbone. Millie Shapiro auditions for the role after reading the script and feeling like the part was perfect for her. Now, while that may be the case, it's also fair to say that her appearance does increase this feeling of otherness in Charlie, and both the movie and also help it make the association of the name.
What the fuck? Ow. Yeah, okay. Laughing like so fair. This is one guy.
Keller, I started the crane, but a short circuit messed up the control panel.
There must be something you can do. Maybe there's an electrical switchgear somewhere in the warehouse. You could try a bypass using the auxiliary power.
That sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Check the basement for that switchgear. I think there's a good chance you'll find it there.
Don't tell me you're an engineer.
Was. A lifetime ago. Keep me posted.
I need to find another way in.
Let's go, bro. Yeah, look, volatiles. They must be outside, actually. That's fine. For some reason, there's no zombies in it. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be. But I came in and cleared it earlier on. Actually, it's gotta be around here somewhere, right? So many of them. Can't really deal with it. Take them down there. I'm still alive. Fuck this. I didn't mean to do that. I just used a Molotov. I didn't mean to use it. You can't like turn off, like turn on. It's really good. They put me on edge even though they can't see me. I got so many materials.
essentially is the more important than keep this obvious double speed only on the edges of the world. It's a very few seconds of filmmaking. Film doesn't possess the distraction the camera puts the Charlie through the grandma's coffin, and while the continuing speech is about grandma the movie, we're almost certainly supposed to apply it to Charlie because she was a very difficult woman to treat. If you ever felt you knew what was going on with her, and God forbid you tried to confront that, and as the camera rips away from Charlie, the plot was finished, essentially reinforcing that while it applies to grandma, this ominous description is now passed by the Charlie. And he puts the thought up to say, but when her life was over, suggesting very clearly that something Annie did not approve of had come into her mother's life. And pollution is a really clever word here, because it ever so softly hints at something dark, poisonous, or malicious, slowly creeping its way in and sullying the relations. It's quite a damning, aggressive statement, but it's obscured from the viewer by what's happening on screen as Charlie notices her grandma's necklace, a symbol of violence book in the movie, and something that in real life is a seal of fire. During her speech, Annie is wearing the same necklace, and it's important to point out that full knowledge of the code has been kept from Annie, and that she's presumably wearing the necklace here simply because her mother gave her it and was insistent on wearing it, and ultimately it's a mother's view. She may be familiar with the symbol as relating to her mother, but she does not understand this truth. Outside of the real life seal of fire seen in Grimoire, the Blessed of Solomon, isn't an exact match to this. It's actually been modified slightly, so instead of these four shapes central to the design, there's actually just two. This is because in the film they're using it to represent the three heads of the family, Ellen, Charlie, and Annie, so they present this very slightly altered version. A happy byproduct of this is that these little squiggles here, as I'm going to another thing worth pointing out about this necklace specifically is that it's gold. Gold jewelry traditionally being a sign of royalty, denoting Ellen as both Queen of the Court and as Queen of the Bride. Following the shot of the necklace, we see Charlie step back as if being alerted to something we don't
Hello, my friend. Welcome to the shop.
As the speech continues, we begin to hear Charlie's clicks interrupting over it, and we see her loudly sketching out her mother's grief. Now, on the face of it, we're being confronted with an odd child that doesn't seem to understand social cues. She shouldn't be making noise, she shouldn't be crying at a funeral, and upon being confronted with her own grieving mother, the first thought shouldn't be to break out the craft supplies and not understanding social cues goes a little further than that still, because in the drawing, Annie is weeping, and while Annie may not be shouting with glee at her mother's passing, she's also very clearly not crying. So we're really being shown a child that either doesn't understand human social norms or is focusing down into the small amount of grief Annie's feeling, because that's what she's there to pick up. And as we know, Charlie is actually called Hyman. The idea that this focus on grief and trauma, that it's something he enjoys and burrows into, is absolutely stunning. As a first-time viewer, we're supposed to presume the answer is a deeply troubled child, but really all the clues are there that this is a gleeful demon biding its time, reveling in the misery of those around him. However, it may go deeper than that still, because according to Alex Wolff, the actor that plays Peter, rather than being gleeful and willing, Hyman is scared and confused, sad at being used for the machinations of the court. He even likens it to mental illness, a central theme, with Charlie having this literal demon within, and outwardly coming across as just a creepy little girl. And I agree with that to an extent, certainly while Hyman's crafted Charlie's body and unaware of his hand. So if you choose to, you can see Charlie's drawing as an attempt to connect with him, or connect with anything emotionally. And misery is something they recognise due to being currently miserable themselves. And while that may be entirely accurate, I think ultimately his horrible little drawings and the other examples of Hyman's scribbling are the moniker impulses starting to come to the surface and re-emerging as waking life. While we may find sympathetic roots to humanise him, he's still a high-ranking member of Hell's hierarchy that comes to aid him in the form of human sacrifice. I think it's also worth mentioning that, again, we see another overdone horror movie trope of creepy kid and iconic drawings being absolutely perfected by Ari Aster here, because while this sort of thing is ultimately familiar in the genre, it's done so well, so subtly and so deeply here that really it can be retired forever. And that may seem like an overreaction from Doodle, but I assure you as we go through, there is a wealth of cool and creepy hidden meaning in Hyman's sketching like this. And as well as the drawing, we're also introduced to the clicking here, something that really came to define the movie on first release with a kind of viral popularity. It's simple, it's unnerving, and it works beautifully well to separate the movie right. In law, it's very tempting to do this input at its host body or vessel as well. In the script, it's described as a tick that Charlie has, but it's left quite nondescript beyond that. However, towards the end of the film, when Hyman has entered through his body, we see Peter click also. So we're left with two options. One that this is from Hyman's perspective, something
What's up?
human body, even when deemed as suitable for him.
What?
Or more likely, this is something else. Not the androgen
Very late.
On top of this, we know from Hyman that he has a non-human
What?
So this idea that he's got an alien voice and non-human speaking was true for is already present.
What mean?
Initially revealed certain instances.
Might have been why he come in.
No, that's not why I'm coming.
Come in, you know.
You know, like you said about that's not many hours for your dad.
Yeah.
Think about it. I work 40 hours a week.
I know, yeah. Oh no, it is a lot of hours. I was just thinking, like, in terms of the actual week.
No, listen, no, Daniel. I think it's good that someone's getting some money for you, and if it's going to be, if he's going to look, he's going to like,
Probably be you though.
oh, so no, because you give me money, Dad.
Yeah, well.
You give me money, so your dad. Why shouldn't your dad get some money? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't even. How much is he even getting from it?
It will be all right money, Dan, because we only get 2 hours for Carson. We only get like the only person we get like that sort of hours for is Les, and he's a paedophile. He's the one that gives us loads and pays us the most.
Yeah.
Your dad will get some money. It'd be quite good money as well. But
Well, I think he is, but he's still stressing out. He's struggling. Something's collapsed. You know what I mean? Something in his life has collapsed.
what the hell are they?
I don't know.
Two.
Yeah.
Are they different to them ones that?
Yeah, those ones that I had last time, it made me dead sick.
Yeah, I
But
was sick.
I've been taking these all month, and
These?
I'm all good. I haven't felt sick.
I was sick as well. I'm
Yeah.
proper violently sick.
I think they were off or something.
Yeah.
But those are all right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What do you want me to order food?
No, I'm just thinking about you, Dan. How long are you for? There's nothing
Well,
in
I'm
it.
going to stay for a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay for an extended period of time and then go to Dad's for like a week or whatever.
Yeah.
In fact, I need to go back to Northwich tomorrow, so I need to get my meds. I cut my meds in half, you know.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for half, you know.
Yeah. No, if you're going back to Northwich, it doesn't matter.
I'm not going back to Norwich tomorrow. I mean, I need to get my meds, and I'm not going there and staying there. I actually need to go.
I'm working. I'm back working. I've been at Nana's all this time.
I don't need to.
She's still bed. She's still upstairs. Dad. She can't get downstairs.
No. Is she still in the debate?
No. She's had an extra. She's not in loads of pain, but she keeps having panic attacks at night.
Yeah, they're giving it morphine, aren't they?
No, she's not on anything. She's just having this painkiller that's not very strong. She's having panic attacks because she's never been through this sort of pain before, has she?
No.
And
Is that pain?
And?
Painkillers, is that
No. Well, I wouldn't let her take them. I've had one of them.
pain? 500 milligrams paracetamol, 30 milligrams cocaine.
Yeah, bloody horrible. I've
Yeah,
had that
they are.
pain. They make me float, make me feel really bad. But no, just
Take
give,
paracetamol, that anti-effect.
no. I'm just gonna.
You got any paracetamol?
I'm just taking 2 paracetamol a lot longer. What we're saying. Yeah.
You've seen Weapons?
No, don't change the subject, Daniel.
What have you seen?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't even know what you're saying. You told me about.
No, I'm just saying, like, if it's nice to see your bedroom a little bit tidier than when they come in before.
I swear to God, I tidied it earlier today, but then Maisie came around and. To be fair, I'd messed it up in like the past 10 minutes, so this was all my mess.
So what's happening with Maisie now?
Same thing. I'm still seeing her. Did I tell you that we had a freak out? I freaked out at her, and I said I'm never going to speak to her again. I said like loads of horrible stuff to her because she said she was in a car with some lad. You know, trying to make me jealous.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but she did it. She did it.
No, she did it because a girl that I was speaking to messaged her and was like, "Oh, do you know Dan?" Like, I cut her off straight away. She was crazy. She was. Yeah, no, me and Maisie had a like freaked out at her. 3 days later, she messages me, and I apologise. Because I said some really horrible things to her. And when she was in that lad's car, she was just with her mate Ryan, a gay mate Ryan. So you know what I mean?
No, but besides the point, then, it's like, you shouldn't even know this. Why is anyone like? Why is she letting you know?
Yeah.
It's
That's what
like,
I mean. I don't want to know.
pathetic.
I don't want to know. Like,
Yeah.
if you do speak to someone, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I'll speak to people. I've got loads of friends.
When you having a shave down?
Tomorrow, I'll shave tomorrow. I don't look that bad.
I'll give you that razor, haven't you? Still got
That's
that.
the one I'm using, yeah.
Yeah. When you having your hair cut?
I always say when I get my money, I get paid on the 4th, you know. But I think it's the 4th.
Yeah, I think you nearly owe it all to me.
Yeah, I actually probably do. How much did I?
You've had loads off me, Dad.
I'm at like 100 and plus 6. I had 100.
160.
Yeah, was it? And then plus 60.
No, that's 100 then plus 60.
Oh right, okay. So
Yeah,
is
so
there
it's
anything else?
like 360.
Yeah, is there anything else?
No.
That's not too bad. Because
Oh,
that means I've got like £400 left. I get £750.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, try and keep it going.
Yeah, you know, Mum lied about the money. By
Yeah,
the way,
I know.
the entire time.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Try and keep it so you get the money, Dan. Don't have to give it all to me.
I've seen 5 amazing horror films.
What's that got to do with your money and your mum?
It's got nothing to do with the money. I just said if you're bored, you've got to watch a film. I know there's a bunch of films you can
I'll
watch.
put one on for me then, now, Dan. I'll be telling.
Have you seen Weapons?
No, need a clue.
Weapons is the most recent one. I'll put that one on.
Overly sentimental. Let's just say it also suggests Charlie looks away because she's unnerved by the corpse, not because she senses this guy looking at her. So overall, we can say the script in the film is not the exact same story, and for that reason, we're really only looking into it for confirmation, whereas absolutely necessary. Even more relevant to us, a lot of key details regarding the background lore, the machinations of the cult, and the specifics of the occultism are left out by the script. Either because these were things that were perfected during production, or more likely because these key elements of meaning were deliberately shrouded, personal variants. And truthfully, that's what we're interested in deeply. So for me at least, saying this is simply an oil for cult users isn't particularly satisfying. Now there is going to be a particular herb mentioned quite a lot in the time, that being Italy fruit, which again does not appear in the script, but we can say for certain that that is not what this is. We're going to look at that when it comes up, but for now we can rule it out, firstly because it's black and clear, and furthermore because we know it aids in facilitating demonic possession and how getting its plot. That really makes no sense in Ellen's case. She's probably dead. So presumably be as gross as it would be useless. It would be a very dumb move if it is. So if it's not lithium free, if this isn't about possession, then what is it about? Well, I think I have an extremely satisfying answer. The first thing I thought of here was essentially paganistic rites of the dead, things like putting coins in the eyes of the devoted, and other such supernatural beliefs enacted on the when it comes to these rites, and specifically anointing the lips with oil, we essentially have two main reasons this is going to be considered. The first being a tradition within royalty, the lips anointed by the burial. Now, there's a great many reasons why this may have become their journey to the afterlife, but presumably it would have to be because the body is a light state, preserving it and making it smell nice for private purposes. And you may have already made the connection with discussing Queen Ellen's lips here, so not only is the Pope anointing her as royalty and death, but it's a subtle visual clue to the audience as to her status. But that's not all, because while that is a nice fit for what's going on here, it's also really quite crispy, and this is coming from a distinctly opposed Christianity type cult. At the end, Joe literally rejects Christianity outright. So to me, it seemed odd that they'd be engaging in a practice that is predominantly, not solely, being religious. But this practice of anointing the lips with oil hasn't solely been related to royalty. In fact, if we look at pagan ceremonies, quite early pagan ceremonies, it was actually quite common to oil the lips to ease the escape of the soul. They're lubricating your soul, so to speak. Later, when we see finally Charlie trying to enter people into the lives, it will always be through the mouth. And this is something that 100% means something for Ellen and the cult's part. She has to appear blind against that concept of the supernatural, and to do that she has to ensure that the soul is right. So while we can't say there's absolutely a visual allusion to Ellen's status as queen, I think what's actually to answer 100 different questions is that they're easing Ellen's soul from her body so that she can essentially still perform her own enactment. And again, that space she is going to appear in, the workshop, has already been metaphorically built as this in-between space between the encroaching supernatural and the great power, a quasi-spiritual realm. As far as I'm concerned, it's this anointing of the lips that makes Ellen's very lastly, as I've already mentioned, why is the Greek performance so this is actually pretty obvious compared to what I just mentioned, but this is also another big question. The answer is simply that they've been successful at summoning violence through human body. This is the look of a man who's staring at a demon he knows is suffering in the world. Maybe he's trying to get into his graces, maybe he's simply unable to believe. Whatever the case, he's extremely difficult to go into, and ultimately one goes to the end. It's very important to view the graves as sacrificial lambs, unaware of what they're doing. And pretty much everyone around them is aware. This was essentially Ari Aster's mantra early in the movie. It's also something we can over and it's incredibly powerful, suspenseful character horror. And while the Graham family may be unaware of it, this is the first major clue to the audience that something very wrong is going on around. Following the funeral, we see the Graham family return, just before they walk through the door, we creep into an interior shot. It's self-designed to make this feel we're in the film, just like we're there watching their arrival. Just like we see with the opening shot, we have this blurring between the lens of the film and the lens of the film. It's going to be extremely important. And to cement that, shuffling footsteps as the couple moves hurry away, getting ready to wait and watch them, just as we do. We also see the family dog Max, presumably because he's hiding from the noises, hoping that someone wants to alert them. If you watch way too closely, you can actually see the dog waiting for its cue to move forward. Clearly a very well-trained dog, but it does give off the impression that he's literally just been let go by a full member of the couple. It's also worth noting that Steve is the only family member to show the dog any attention, and he does so quite lovingly. He also reminds everyone to take their shoes off. He's subtly being set up as the caregiver of the family. His biological distance from any bloodline meaning is not as impacted by the imagination of both and the emotional trauma of all of them. And while that is happening, we see the exact opposite of Eve. As soon as she's alone with Steve, we see her say, "It does feel weird, should I be sad?" And again, we're subtly building Eve as this uncaring, mentally unwell person, because as the audience, we do expect it. Annie asks Steve about this because he's a psychiatrist. She's not so much confiding here as asking a question. Again, building her as somehow wins in the face of quite a heavy situation, and Steve is someone who's more emotionally connected to the present. So subtly, we're building up that bait and switch between Annie being crazy and actual supernatural events that define the length of the film. But beyond that, we are portraying quite a complex emotional grief. It can be confusing. You don't control how you feel or react to things, and everyone reacts differently. But for middle-aged people that have been caretaking elderly and terminally ill parents, there can be this sense of guilt at the relief they may feel when it's finally over. And right here we can see how the film is using supernatural elements, Annie's distant relationship with her mother, using the cult and the invocation of Hyman, and blurring the lines of what it's actually saying about the trauma and the loss of bereavement within the family. Following the family's return, we get a glimpse of Annie's career. We get this full screen of her exhibition of art, but just before that, in the hallway, we get to see two of her display pieces. And while the movie never shows us them extremely close up, they often non especially the quicksand wall, which was you see three houses in this colonial and Victorian style. And we can see that the previous houses are buried underneath. It's a creepy model, and it sums up perfectly this idea of those who preceded us still being with us, still haunting us in a way as we build our lives on their influence. It's a metaphor of hereditary assets, essentially. Generations of a family demonstrated in the most eerie ways. And it speaks to Anne's feelings that she can't escape the past and wants to live in the present. It's also a trinity of houses, a trinity of generations, and that's going to be extremely important. And while I don't subscribe to the idea it's a good piece of evidence, perhaps the only evidence, that this condition within the bloodline preceded Ellen. As I said, this model goes back to the colonial era, Victorian era, which is more suggestive of Ellen's parents than Ellen herself. The other model is the but is even less clear if you were unless you're looking very closely at the property stuff like everyday values. It's actually a house designed to feel like it's treating residents within, which should give you some idea as to how the approach is. And this won't be an explicit motif from the film. It's building on the subtextual fullness disquiet that Annie is literally and metaphorically representative of a woman who feels trapped in her life and what she just we see bars, steel plates, even bulldozers covering all the exits and trapping the audience. Another thing of note about another one Arias has threaded in is the deliberate obscuring of the with their quiet elements of the place children reference to their positioning darkness. You can actually see this in action near the end when the darkness becomes illuminated. Now this isn't a perfect stand-in for their house, but I presume what Arias is saying here that you can soften it down. Most of it we already this was almost certainly in the living room or parlor where she met with the corpse. The walls are yellowy gold, and the armchairs and sofa are blue, just as we saw in the photo of Helen at the viewing. The armchairs were all pointed towards the sofa, suggesting the group's focus towards Mina. The name of Annie's exhibit, Small World, was usually used to react to incidents, a connection with the concept. But here it's verging on similar for its relation to it. If you don't know what I mean by that, please don't worry. It's a very complex way of discussing relatively simple ideas, generally universal virtues, but teaching is necessary. It was a core influence for the postmodernist movement and more crucially the Matrix, which I think demonstrates this concept quite clearly. Another great example though is in prison. The prison families supposed to be free and not locked up like criminals. But through the prison, what it symbolizes, we come to understand that we aren't. We can't do what we want because of laws, because of prison's very existence. And from that, we realize that it's been true all along, just not in the way we assumed. The prison is a signifier of our wider prison. So to put it simply here, Annie controls a small world community, but through that we come to understand I'm full and that she has no control whatsoever. She is completely unaware of the political connections until it's too late. And that shows us that this initial thing we felt about the dollhouses being these small controlled spaces in the web participants is true, just in a deeper and darker way than we first thought. The truth tied to the lie through which we see them. It's building this feeling of the family's lives to be their own, of them being dolls of set, unable to see the big picture, and subtextually layering the realities we're aware of from the film. And this is confirmed right after where we get several shots of Annie wearing her monocular. This is very similar to Peter's hospitality as well. Peter may be entirely unaware and oblivious to events. Annie is watching. She is focused. She just has an extremely narrow view, tunnel vision that eventually feeds down into her. She's in a small world, unable to see the bigger picture, convinced she has some measure of what's going on. And as we see her grip on reality falter, her ability to control and produce her small world falls off as she realizes she's not. There's one more thing of note regarding the flyer, and that's Annie's decision to use her maiden name for the work. Now, firstly, this made me think of maiden mother crone, which is another descriptor of the 3 states of womanhood seen in the TripAdvisor of pagan Greek that we're going to look at in detail later. I'm not sure if this is intentional, but it's certainly apt given that it's a key focus of the film. But beyond that, I think it's really demonstrating, really the whole exhibit is demonstrating that Annie is stuck in the trauma of the episode, trapped and unable to escape the shadow. Even the scene behind the laptop is built to hold. Annie's mother's presence is everywhere in her life, and soon her presence is about to literally be in the workshop. Now, I've already mentioned Annie using these diagrams as a method to at least showcase and hopefully process her trauma. Later, when we see Annie creating a diary after Charlie's death, she'll claim this as generating an objective view. And we can certainly say that even prior to the events of the film, she is doing this and considers it to be normal. But really, here is the first time the audience is seeing it, as she's creating a scene very clearly reminiscent to a modern day concert. It's not made 100% clear that this is ill, although it absolutely is. And it's worth noting the tightrope the film is walking as viewers become unsure whether this was a request that feels uncomfortable in the time of running, or whether this is something she decided to create. How the film presents Annie, first and second act, is probably the most intelligent character work I've ever seen on screen. I don't know anyone who heard Annie chanting in that room on the first viewing and thought she was anything other than what she was saying. And that's because the film lets you think we're in a mystery, in this being all honest, and in doing that, you unknowingly explore the subtextual themes that build films, the things the supernatural devices or sadism. It's genius, and I really don't use that word lightly. Media usually has two speeds on delivering substance. Either it's completely out there and up for interpretation like the lighthouse, or it's something like 1895 that's going to beat you around the head with it and shouting Uncut all the way up. Ari Aster presents a legitimate third way of getting your audience aware of your subtext here, and it's nothing short of genius. Like with a lot of this movie though, I'm not even sure it's something we regret. Following our proper introduction to Annie's miniatures, we see Steve making the rounds and checking on the family. For the most part, Annie presented distant, dismissive answers. We see Annie let out a sigh as she enters the conversation, whereas Steve greets her with a thoughtful smile. He acts interested, clearly demonstrates care for her and her work, interest and care that she does not demonstrate back. The conversation is left without a reply, and we even see her getting frustrated with the conversation continuing through her raising of the look and her finally fully acknowledging Steve. While it's definitely ignoring him out of frustration and distance in this case, it's worth pointing out that nearly every time we see Annie painting her miniatures, it's a fine line between position focus and full-on vacant fugue-like state that we see during the sleeper, which again suggests that she's in her throne, so to speak, or working on the line. We also see her grow increasingly irate and her state repeatedly improve upon, and she becomes less and less able to work and subsequently escape from and process what is going on through this displacement activity. After that, Steve goes to check on Peter, and we do see a more loving relationship, possibly the healthiest one in the family. But even still, Peter does have problems communicating. He is Annie's son and victim to the Lee bloodline, and subsequently wrapped with his own struggles. Just like Annie, he isn't really communicating in silence with that grandma. Now, we know Grandma loves Charlie, because Charlie loves her, but she may have also become distant from Peter, knowing he was going to be preparing his place at the next ascension. It's equally possible that he was privy to more of Ellen's behaviour than Charlie, and just like Annie, feels a sense of bonding with the past. Steve seems to understand entirely, likely feeling the exact same thing, although he's far more tactful and grounded than Annie. Steve tells Peter he loves it, and we see Peter clearly struggling and unwilling to say it. And while that is very normal for a teenage boy, it also finalizes for the audience that Steve is the voice of reason and compassion here, and perhaps the only functional member of the family that's at least attempting to work together. In parallel to this, we then see Annie go to check on Charlie. On one hand, this is maybe the most emotionally connected, good parenting we've seen. On the other, it's at times passive-aggressive, absentee, and she fails to reassure or connect with Charlie. On a side note, I probably won't stop mentioning this throughout, look at Toni Collette's range in this scene. Not even nominated for an Oscar. Annie immediately picks up Charlie's sketchbook to see a picture of him deceased Ellen. In comparison to drawings of everyone else, where they look as bad as possible, Ellen looks relatively peaceful and normal. We can assume Charles Hyman had a better relationship with Queen Ellen than the rest of the family, and she certainly does seem the most upset. And that's confirmed by Annie telling Charlie she's Ellen's favourite, and that even when she was a baby, Annie wouldn't feed her because Ellen insisted on it. Now, we know why this favouritism exists for Ellen, but the feeding aspect is an essential part of getting Ellen's Charlie bond. This process of possession occurred through the feeding process, something we'll actually see with graphic evidence. There's again clear doublespeak with everything Annie is saying here, and while a first-time viewer may see this as a veiled effort to reassure Charlie, it's actually thinly veiled telepathy because of Charlie's closeness and her distance from her. She never got the love from her mother that Charlie did. Charlie responds with the quite worrying statement, "She wanted me to be a boy," which we know means she wanted to end up with a male form and be able to achieve full power. Annie clearly takes in the weirdness of this statement, but rather than addressing it or questioning it, she circumvents it entirely by saying she used to be a tomboy when she was growing up, and that she hated dolls and dresses and pink. And this could just be a change of subject, and again, an effort to reassure Charlie. But in doublespeak, I think we're seeing the same thing in Annie that Charlie is feeling now. Ellen made her feel less than because she needed a male host. In Annie's case, her suicidal brother. And so Annie acted male in an effort to win her mother's affection. The mention of hating dolls is also significant, given Annie's choice of career that could be, in a way, seen as dolly. Charlie asks Annie who's going to take care of me, and Toni Collette beautifully just lets an edge of crazy into her performance, clearly again ostracized by her own child and feeling more than quietly annoyed that Charlie saw Ellen as her primary caregiver. What she's missing, of course, is that Charlie knows there's something more here, that Ellen has likely hinted at it. And again, this idea of the effects of Peter's mental state really begin to process what's going on and what he's supposed to do. He feels isolated, lonely, and confused, and Ellen was the only link between being able to slow. It's also an extremely normal reaction for a child to be having fun or evil. This is likely Charlie's first encounter with it, and again, all of this clever subtext is woven underneath a very realistic expression of grief. From this point in the conversation, Charlie shuts down completely, and Annie gives us the extremely strange information that Charlie hasn't and despite seeming like she's being caring here, really she's using the opportunity to see if her child will break free from this distance and this connection. And maybe that only feels like but for me, when she says, I feel like a relief, she's talking about herself as much as for Charlie. And it's clear that Charlie's otherness bothers her a great deal. As Annie leans into his challenge, she uses the word safety written on the wall. A lot of people have taken umbrage with Annie and Steve for recommending their child drawing on the walls or inquiring what this building may be. I think it's worth pointing out that when one looks at Charlie's bedroom, you can see she's won the battle of clutter and weirdness in her room, and her parents have been doing everything possible to encourage this one thing she's interested in. It's also worth noting that just as we're seeing here with Annie noticed it, Charlie was shut down as a child. It's clear her parents know this and don't push her too hard. Beyond that, Annie not mentioning the Techland can be seen as one of many examples of Annie ignoring, being blind to right. As for what safety means, it's time to go full adult mode here. Now, if you do a quick Google search of this, you're going to be told it's a word of power used for raising spirits of the dead, and it also bears phonetic resemblance to safety. So, in the context of the film, this is a word that may be used for. I think most people associate the raising of the dead with erroneously being the raising of the world. That doesn't make any sense using it already here. And when we combine this with the lip oiling and film's apparition right after, it seems pretty clear this is directed towards her. Interestingly, the part of the spell this amplification is used in is actually banishing the spirit at the end. And it's to say safety, or the word used to necromancy, but is a word used to banish these spirits at the end of the ritual, not summon them. So maybe this isn't part of the ritual to free up the spirit of the dead. Maybe this is Biden's childish effort to punish himself for the body he hates using a book. And this is somewhat corroborated later by Joe yelling these words at Peter in an effort to somehow weaken his soul's grip on his body, to banish him so back to an end. But if you try to go deeper than that, in terms of where the word has actually come from, it becomes a bit muddled. And in that mess of sources, I think the main articles you'll find in fact, it goes far as to call out signalhorizon.com, who were the first out in their article regarding the meaning of these occult scribblings you see in the film. Every other article, even major film groups that disgusting, will give credit to finding this. From what I can tell, the journalists themselves were mistaken. They were outright quoting it in. Perhaps they weren't expecting anyone to follow up on it. They certainly weren't expecting to become the top result if you Google the term 5 years later. But for pretty much the entire time since the film's release, the explanation of this word, despite having kind of the correct answer, has just been garbage and lies in terms of its origin. So here's the quote from the article. It's in the Everyone's Relied. Firstly, they say it's a surname, which is true. It is a surname, but that is absolutely irrelevant. They then identify it as a word of power involved in necromancy, which is predominantly true, but far too vague to work for me as an explanation. They also make mention of the site called Spells of Magic, which looks exactly like you'd expect it to. They say the site lists it, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about this user post, which is copy-pasted from various sites around the web. You can also find it on Uncut.com, the next best the actual publisher. Now, the journalist in question hasn't realised or doesn't care that Agent Fire is just a very old internet hosting service. This is entirely on them. But through Googling the terms, I was able to locate this post with the exact same ritual. You can actually view this in different places around the web, and all of them seem to erroneously list a certain grimoire known as the Grimorium Verum, ironically meaning true grim. And that's the conclusion Signal Horizon comes to, that it's a word of power originating in the Grimorium Verum, which, if you'll excuse my language, is complete bollocks. Let's start with that grimoire itself. Like most grimoires and magical texts, it claimed a lineage or tradition stemming from King Solomon. Now, this particular grimoire is interesting because at its time of publication, it was undeniably fraudulent, citing itself as being produced in 1517, a full 3 centuries earlier, supposedly by a man named Lepech the Egyptian. Memphis, of course, being the historical home of mystery schools, and subsequently a location that would provide a degree of legitimacy to the grimoire. This was also a lie, as the book frequently originated in Rome, but not every scholar at the time was aware of it. In certain versions, like the of Solomon, the text where we get a lot of organic fiber. This grimoire was actually included. Now, it has been removed in modern versions, and it's worth pointing out that for a brief moment, this grimoire did very good business. I have read this grimoire. There's not a single mention of safety, and only minor mentions of it. It certainly didn't include the necromancer ritual that seems to be pasted everywhere online, crediting this character. So naturally, I have to ask the question, if no one actually knows where it came from, where did it come from? And while I was researching, I found a PDF that did include the word safety, and far more detailed explaining the same ritual of necromancy on its inventory. The book in question is Mastering Witchcraft, a practical guide to witches, warlocks, and heaven's powers like warlocks. Now, some of you may be aware there was an explosion in popularity around the 1970s. In the UK where I live, we have largely experienced Satanism, and while there is still a persistent movement, we can say that witchcraft predominantly came from the West, and a large portion of that it was extremely influential and truly did become the book component of witches and warlocks in the 1970s. I cannot say for certain, but I'm 95% certain this is where Harry has taken inspiration. And I say that because I didn't stop there. I wanted to find the origins of the word to be able to find the meaning. So I know with certainty that when the word appears prior to this, chronologically, in other publications, it's going to be spelled Satanic. And that reason for this exact book or digital repostings that Harry has taken inspiration. But as I said, knowing that doesn't tell us much about its meaning, and if this is an old power, then where did the whole ritual necromancy? Why did he spell it differently? Well, to answer the second question first, it's very similar to a lot of these words of power that use similar constructions like dagger. It may just have been. I think it's more likely though that Satanic Satanic to remind the audience of Satan. As for like not a crime, I was in Alice. And I mean like really I knew that Paul Hewson spoke out of bibliography that for some reason was excluded from digital versions. Without someone who had an original copy, I was pretty much out. It was clear what I needed was organs into u/Mitchell Connell, who not only helped with each book, but had a terrifying and impressive library of knowledge. He was able to confirm to me that Paul Hewson had not included any kind of presentation for his ritual of necromancy, nor did his bibliography make reference to the Christian Mary. So we were able to prove that. With that part of the book, the challenge became, then where did all of this come from? And Michael was able to find another, essentially, handbook on witchcraft and spellcasting from the turn of the 20th century, that being A. Waite's The Book of Ceremonial Magic, written in 1915. A. Waite is a relatively well-known figure, a British poet and scholastic theologian called Dawn Freemasons, who garnered a good amount of fame from his work with tarot cards. Now, here's the part of the spell we're concerned with in Paul Hewson's book. I'm not going to read it out loud because obviously it never and here is essentially the same indication from a Waite's text from the time concerning necromancy. Now, there are a lot more things we have to fact check. It's a 2-page ritual and the details are often slightly different between authors, but here we found an exact match, manually written. Now, Waite's Book of Ceremonial Magic is essentially a mishmash of different older grimoires brought together in one text. And at the bottom of the chapter concerning infernal necromancy, there was a citation which I found on the screen. This gives us not only likely the earliest mention of the spell that's used throughout the movie and the spell that we get these words from, but also a better explanation as to what the word is. It's simply a word of power, a barbarous word. The original grimoire in question is the Veris Jesuitarum Libellis, or the true magical word of the Jesuits. And this particular grimoire, likely written in 890 was translated into English a few decades later, and the person in charge of that translation was A. E. Waite, the same guy who would go on to write the book. It's also worth pointing out that following the possession of the grimoire, gifted with the Cleveland Public Library, most of the information we could find on it was from an archive page on their website. And within the grimoire, we see the exact same invocation we've seen everywhere else, almost certainly in its earliest form. So now we know everything we need to know about its etymology. What can we say for certain? Well, it's not just a word of power. That's a broad, all-encompassing term. It is, as I mentioned, a barbarous word, which were words of power popular in European magic that were names and pronouns of demons and lesser demons, that still evoked them, even if the original meaning of the name had been lost. And that's mostly accurate. If I say to you, first they got Seagull, chances are they won't need it. But Satan has really stuck around. In fact, it's become one of the many names rolled into the devil. In occult history, Lucifer, Beelzebub, Satan, these are all different beings, but today we kind of streamline. So truthfully, as obvious as that may have been at the start, it's the name of a demon and it's used pretty much solely in spells involving necromancy. So to quickly sum that all up, no, this word did not originate from Imperium, as every other word it was first published in Paris. Tell us why your attention by magic and modernizing and if it seems like all of this is splitting hairs to you, I do apologize. But when we look at the definition, everyone has been following. There's almost no part of it. So I just want to thank you/Michael Palmer again for all this help, and hopefully we've been able to bust that myth wide open as well. To go back to Charlie's room and Annie failing neck for a moment, I just want to draw your attention to this shot. As Annie gets really consistently focused on Charlie's desk, gives a better brief what's going on. Here we see the theme of Charlie's continue in the extremely worrying content in Charlie's room. In this case, it seems more like symbolic representations of time. This is clear from the focus on figures, which is aesthetic. It's more follower worship than art shows, and is absolutely connected with the satanic. So again, we have another example of red practice. Annie makes dolls, dog makes dolls. I think we could safely presume that they grandma made dolls. She certainly made dolls, but from Annie's suggestion she made the dolls, they were at least somewhat pushed off in a youth. So grandma was very clearly aware of the relationship between dolls and satanic forces, but Annie isn't. The meaning may have been lost, but the tradition is beautiful. The film is saturated with it. Charlie has just drawn a picture of Helen. Annie has just finished painting. In the next scene, we'll put the exact same drawing with Annie's bedroom. There's clearly a relationship with real world limitations. In Annie's case, versus in Annie's case, both are acting out subconscious thought, but one is based on trauma and the other side. There's also an upside down glass desk with what looks to be cobwebs inside, the presumption being that Charlie has a spider. This idea of inside feeling at this moment trapped wanting to escape. So not a big reach to say Charlie weird companionship. They see something and if they recognize themselves, which again could be quite humanizing until you realize Charlie might just wants to be inside to separate there. In terms of narrative progression, in the next scene crucial because it's here where jokes start. We see Annie enter her workshop to close things up for the night. When she goes, she notes a box. It's unclear throughout the scene what she's reacting to. This could be a spontaneous decision to look for a box that's always been there. It could be that certain things have moved position or been introduced while she was out of the room. What we can't say for sure is that the layout of the diorama switched in the short amount of time since we last saw Annie in the workshop. She may have just tidied up before finishing work, but I think if you watch her expressions throughout the scene, there's certainly an inkling that some of these things may have been before. She briefly flicks through a photo album, seeing photos of Peter and Charlie before seemingly getting upset with it. She then moves to a yellow gold book, which, as we know, is an indicator of Ellen. It's titled Notes and Script. Very designed to draw really, this is the bait designed to draw Annie into investigating the supernatural, something necessary for the cult's plan to succeed. They need her and Peter worn down and open to these ideas, not just so that the next stages of the plan will come to fruition, but also so they're mentally weakened and repossessed by time. Looking at the note itself, something about it is extremely drawing to the elegance, not just the eerie foreshadowing, but more the overly loving tone. This is entirely separate from everything we've come to understand about Ellen, who by all means was a cold, private woman, made favourites and went through torture loved ones. And obviously we can pull out some pretty clear hints here. Forgive me all the things I could tell you, knowing Ellen's lamentation that she hasn't been able to share. Oh, please don't hate me, try not to despair your losses, is clearly in reference to what Annie is about to lose to the cult. First her daughter and her sanity, then her husband, her own life, and finally her son. And lastly, the sacrifice will pay which is in reference to the riches and knowledge the cult will gain, and the family's rewards in the afterlife now Ellen is its queen. And all that's pretty straightforward, but what I really want to draw your attention to is how staggeringly loving and out of character Ellen is acting here, because that's the deeper takeaway. I believe that this is the real Ellen, which is to say, how Ellen really felt. She was just, above all else, keenly motivated to accomplish her goals, at the grand sacrifice of everything else. She knew she was right, at least in the sense that what she believed was real, and she would stop at nothing to get what privilege back. Even if it meant lying to them, manipulating their torturing them for years, and ultimately frustrating the situation. And yet, by the time Ellen's plan is done, there isn't a single member of the living frame hanging alive. And as misguided as that was, all the abuse and strained relationships that led to it for 3 generations, perhaps the most haunting part of all of it is that Ellen deeply loved her family, and yet was so motivated to see the plan through, she continued to find out. This could be a lie. It could be a manipulation of the court. They felt sick of lies during the court. But I also believe here is maybe the only time that Ellen has ever spoken to Annie in the way that she really felt. When she says, "Please don't hate me," it's an admission of her fears, that Annie won't appreciate the bigger picture when she finally sees it. She wants them to have a future together, and as effortless as that will be, it's a recurring theme throughout the movie that will only really demonstrate full emotional care for our loved ones when we lose them. Annie acts entirely distant from Charlie the majority of their time together, until the extreme outburst of grief at her death, burial, and the second half of the movie where she becomes obsessed with someone of the dead spirit. Annie acts as though Steve is a millstone in most of their interactions, but he's bursting into flames just for death, pushes Annie off the edge, finally rendering her weak and possessed. Not terribly well done, this is another realistic form of grief that the film is very concerned with. It's honestly maybe the closest thing I can do. Don't leave it too late. And with that, we get to my favourite shot in the entire movie, and I think it's my favourite shot because it's just so impactful by how cheap it was to fit into film. Again, it's one of those things where it's very overbuilt. Light switches in horror movies are essentially a jump scare trigger, but here once again it's done so elegantly, so minimalistically, that it makes you wonder how the filmmaker did this at all. And when you look at it, it's actually a reverse jump scare, with the jump cut as the ghost dissipates rather than appears. When we do cut to Ellen, she's standing there calm, wavering slightly, staring directly at them, right in front of those movements. If we view it in context of the note we just read, it's difficult not to see it as a loving visitation. But given what we know about the plans surrounding Annie, chances are it is designed to terrify her and push her more towards belief in the occult. I do not think for Ellen that's mutually exclusive with loving Annie, so I still see Ellen's plan as a loving despite it. And then Annie puts the light on, and Ellen disappears in the same frame. The camera doesn't need to move, you just have Ellen standing there in one shot, move out of shot, keep shooting. Stitch the scenes together on that frame, and there you go. It's terrifying, beautiful, and perfectly executed, while never risking the realist aesthetic of the film, and likely never takes too much for that. I mentioned Rosemary's Baby earlier as being an obvious visual influence on the film, and I think here, and at several other points throughout the film, we'll see visual allusion to another one of my favourite horror films, I don't dwell on it too much, but if you have lost someone close to you, you may recognise this strange level of noise. It's reasonably common to see faces in the dark, faces of strangers, and to a traumatized mind, airbags itself into loss. And I think Annie's softly croaked out call of "Mom" here is exactly in line with this. Exactly in line with the feeling of losing grip on your sanity during extreme grief. Exactly in line with this eerie feeling that someone we've lost is someone who hasn't lost. It feels silly almost to acknowledge it out loud, insane even. And I think I recognise some of that in Toni Collette's performance here. She may be scared, but at this point she feels more ridiculous about her own thought process than anything else. We then see Annie notice the diorama mother trying to involve herself in the breastfeeding of Charlie. As we'll come to find out, this process was essential in installing and maintaining her in the Charlie body. But beyond the literal explanation of the supernatural, we can again see this as being representative of a dysfunctional family unit, and both Barry and Colette and the daughter who was subsequently called to the law around. It's unclear from Annie's reaction whether this diorama has been turned around for her to notice, or if she has a sudden discomfort with it after seeing the ghostly apparition a bit more. And you'll notice that this diorama is Annie and Steve's current bedroom, so we again have this mirroring between the dioramas and reality as we move from this shot to Annie and Steve in the same room. There is one key difference, which is the colour of the lamps, which change from blue to gold. On the surface, this is just a few minutes between the two, as Annie decides not to bother Steve with what's just happened. But the real takeaway into this very brief glimpse of the supposedly loving side of their relationship should be the alcoholic pills, the self-medicating role, and Annie's ultimate speed, something that will prove essential. Next up, we see Charlie and Peter in their respective classrooms. They attend West High School. I have seen a few people getting this wrong, calling it Northwest High School, and it's likely because Northwest is so leaned on everywhere else. And it is actually a real school, actually the oldest public high school in the state of Utah. And it's not just used in name, this is where they film. Also, this choice of school is significant as Hyman is referred to in the film and in existing law as the King of the Northwest. And this film goes to some crazy lengths to sneak references in there to it, this being the first that may be worth thinking. And yes, I do think this association with Hyman is a very good choice. This association with the Northwest comes from the Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonium, or False Monarchy of Demons, by Dutch poetess Johann Meyer. Written in 1577, this is one of the earliest drawings of the blue hand as we know it, that being a demonic entity type of Christian monster rather than the earlier Jim figure. It makes mention that when summoning Hyman, the sorcerer must look towards the northwest, as there is a in later grimoires, however, he will be simply referred to as the northwest, and there would be some degree of back and forth whether it was meant to look north, the west, or northwest, and the west being slightly north. So while northwest is stuck around and is what Joe refers to as the name west should be viewed as being essentially synonymous. Both west and northwest are very crucial. And we can say that for certain because when Annie is chanting the summon ritual later on, she will use the phrase Rex Occidentalis, which is Latin for King of the West. So even within the lore of the film, they're acknowledging this fluency between the actual directions. So first up is Charlie's classroom, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a special class. We see that much like Annie, Peter has likely learned that Charlie requires a general shoulder shut down entirely, and that seems like good advice because even this relatively passive intrusion is enough to for a bird in its now, a question I had when watching this is, does Shark Hyman physically will this bird into suicide so that she can fly, or is this bird somehow just attracted to the evil and kills itself without being killed? In the script, it's left deliberately vague, but we do see get version that Charlie is unfazed by this interruption, which is perhaps our best clue that she had prior knowledge it was valid. I think ultimately that's my side. Maybe not necessarily that Charlie just understands birds, but that she was willing for something and through this grand supernatural power that Hyman holds, that's manifested in a way very precisely. And of course, we see Charlie focused down on the scissors, getting ready for the next step. So maybe not too much of a mystery, but a little bit open to your interpretation of just how conscious Charlie Hyman is in all this. But this does begin the larger question: what's the deal with Charlie and birds? We see multiple references to this, from her use of the captive bird head for a doll, several different bird-like things in the room, and the bird cages we see the children's bird. The first component, like the flies and insect bird images come to mind, I think it's fair to say that Hyman feels a certain degree of kinship with the bird, likely even more. And as I mentioned, I think this could have something to do with his real demonic nature. Alex Wolf's simply bird-like, and just as with insects, there are several birds that do make good noises. But perhaps the best evidence for this comes from Arias, who only one time, as far as I can tell from Reddit AMA, referred to the click as a cluck. And insects do not cluck, but birds should. So with a reasonable degree of certainty, I'm going to say that within the context of the movie, we can see Hyman in the underworld as a bird-like figure surrounded by flies and insects. Remember, he only takes a human form as a mode of possession. We see a good amount of evidence of his kinship with bird forms, most notably in this bird Charlie domesticates and uses in the central piece. Ariasta has confirmed his conscience in speaking to Paul in Hope, Skulls for the Family, and the ending scene in Jam, where we see Charlie's head mounted on an effigy in the exact same. So we know that Shark Hyman has chosen the bird to represent himself. It still describes Charlie not too far away. We get the ending scene where Hyman is being worshipped by the court. Even the beak-like bandages Peter gets towards the end, an injury that Hyman does with Peter, can be seen as an effort to make it look more bird-like. Let's come back to that ending in a moment, but first we need to look at what specific birds are used throughout the film, as birds almost always use offspring for their entire beak. We have the pigeon that flies into the window, our dove chocolate that Charlie is so fond of, and then the whip, which featured more heavily in the original script and intended to be Joe's rooster. We actually see the whippoorwill on screen right at the end, sat on the bird cage, hanging from the roof of the treehouse. I think it's the whippoorwill. It's not particularly easy to make out the fact that the bird is existent, but the script says it's a whippoorwill, and I'm not aware of it. So firstly, pigeons and doves. In biblical terms, both relate to son, both seen as animals worthy of being accepted as offerings to God. And what's interesting here is we come back to the standard for a standard. Remember earlier, I mentioned Ari Aster describing the family as a and in biblical terms, if you didn't have a lamb, that's when you might sacrifice a dove. And if you didn't have a lamb or a dove, that's when you sacrifice a pigeon. And whippoorwills, like almost every black bird or feathered animal, is thought to signify impending death. Which honestly is pretty cut and dry and jump all over it. 5 people have died just bringing 5 minutes to the world and spawn. I highly doubt the deaths of the snowman. Not only that, but when we see the whippoorwill at the end of the bird symbolizing time and this embodiment of death trapped in the incapacity of Charlie, preventing him from reaching his true terrible potential. As I've mentioned, the film makes a habit of taking tired tropes and fresh and new. And perhaps one of the most overdone metaphors in literature is the bird, specifically in relation to a girl or woman trapped by society, patriarchy, and so on. The bird is the woman, cage is her prison, husband or home, etc. But not here. Here we see an inversion of that. Cage is the girl, the empty vessel of Charlie, and the whippoorwill, the sign of impending death, is Ivy. There are small widespread meanings to these words that are worth mentioning. I'm sure most of you would relate doves with peace, but also purity and innocence. And pigeons are known to symbolize prosperity, fertility, and transformation, all things that Queen Eleanor cited herself. She's been promised riches to become her. She meddles and develops herself directly in production, and she's keenly interested in transforming members of her bloodline into those of And Charlie, the original Charlie, the Charlie that was sacrificed, can be seen as a pure, innocent dove that had never had the chance to sin. So if you're looking to attribute this trinity of birds to accompanying characters, we can do so pretty simply. The whippoorwill, caged embodiment. The dove that's not even really seen on screen is the original Charlie who was displaced, and the pigeon represents Earth, providing the final spiritual resistance it requires, like pigeons in the windows that she wants ghostly apparitions. Shortly after, we see Charlie decapitate the pigeon, something we know Feynman has a real fondness of. At that point, we see this good lady doing her best to encourage Charlie. And I've seen some people suggest she may have sent word at the window, and I guess that's your headcanon to be true, but she did have to have a very accurate throw or a whole lot of pigeons. To me, she's just there to evaporate the fact that I have this feeling that the cult are watching the family even though they think they're entirely alone. Next, we get to see Peter's classroom, where they're discussing women of trance, an ancient Greek tragedy written by Sophocles, focusing on Deianira. As is relatively apparent from what's discussed, it's concerned primarily with the binding of her and the idea that her destiny is predetermined by their decisions to go. The ultimate tragedy being that the events of others being inescapable. And that, of course, is why it holds such clear attention throughout the film. This is exactly the same with the Graham family. They are bound to their fate, bound to the fact that put them on entirely on the line. It's a clear parallel to James Lawrence. Bridget, the girl who comes to people that describes Hercules' character hurricanes, saying that he literally fails to see the signs and that they are literally throughout the entire play. And as she says that, the camera focuses on Peter, giving us clear indication that he's oblivious to the signs around him. In fact, Peter's performance that Heracles was thinking law, we see Peter engrossed in Bridget's book, and it's his pursuit of Bridget that ultimately leads to Charlie's death and the subsequent tragedy. And while this blindness looks funny, it's emphasized in Peter's case, and is true of the entire family. Ari Aster would say outright, this is absolutely inevitable, absolutely zero pages. But this is hereditary. We also have to consider that the filmmakers are mindful of the audience too. The signs as to what's happening are littered throughout the movie. There's even a couple in this scene that we're about to look at. So again, we see this layering where we know the family is part of the large game, but through these major tricks the film is playing, we start to feel the movie on screen. It's also worth noting that this scene is a nod to Halloween, where we see a similar high school class discussing similar themes of fate, predestined tragedy. The film poses a question directly to the audience: does the tragedy being predetermined make it unavoidable? And while it invites you to draw your own conclusions on that, the film almost certainly comes down to the side of tragedy. And it's difficult to not pair that with the hereditary theme moving from generation to generation. It all seems like a pretty clear metaphor for predestined or genetically predetermined factors like mental illness and so on, as well as negative factors discussed previously. Essentially, the tragedy of things we cannot avoid vast majority of which stem from hereditary factors. All of this is scope for the audience, so as not to be too on the nose. We have Peter staring at Bridget's butt, we have his friend asking if he wants to smoke weed later, the class clown derailing the lesson, and this being bookended by Charlie's pitching surgery. It all works together to put this relatively on-the-nose foreshadowing regarding predestiny into the background of the audience's attention. Now, the big question people have here is regarding who is amazing. For most of the extras in the scene, we can't really say for certain because we just don't see enough. But the characters that see continued involvement, namely Brendan, Bridget, and Mr. Davies, absolutely are involved. Truthfully, I think the original version of the film, as it existed in the script, had non-cult side characters, but the film as it exists today, I think every side character, every background extra, could be a cult member. And I don't think there are any speaking characters that we can say are definitely cults. Brendan and Bridget don't just share similar names, they also have this slightly Aryan, slightly mid-witch cuckoos, children of the corn vibe that we see from other cult members. I'm not saying there's anything necessarily racial or even uniform about the cult members, I just think the film plays with similar aesthetics to suggest continuity and people working together as a team. As to how we know they're involved with the cult, in Brendan's case, he's specifically the guy getting Peter to smoke weed, and we know with reasonable certainty Peter's weed is somewhat mixed or laced with the neoprete, the herb Ellie cult used to fight himself in possession. In Bridget's case, the links are a little more hidden. First and foremost, Peter's attraction to her is the reason he dismisses Charlie. It's another pivotal moment that needs to happen for the cult's plan to be successful. The room she takes Peter in at the party has kids watching the invitation clip on the left. We see her wearing a bracelet, it's a similar style of jewelry, along that way. We see her thinking of be a cult member. We also see her wearing red cult but all of that is somewhat flimsy. Luckily, film proof is found in this shot on his Facebook page. I've seen some people suggest that these two photos are both somewhat reminiscent of Michael's sigil, and I think this image of a dog wearing what looks to be a little crown is definitely reminiscent of the crown of Michael and his crowned camel and the crowned bird that we see. The second photo also looks a little bit like Charlie from the movie poster, so perhaps the child staring at the Terrarium fish tank will come to way. But the most clear evidence comes in this hidden reveal of a monster named Wolf, which is left the mythical creatures that guise themselves as beautiful women with Lord sailors in their song. This is fitting too, given the focus on Greek mythology in their classes and this somewhat Grecian aesthetic to her jewelry. The meaning is clear, she's the cult siren sent to lure Peter of their beauty and give him tunnel vision while they scheme. And lastly, we have Mr. Davies, the teacher. There's only really one solid bit of evidence for his cult involvement, although there is an outside chance he could have been figures in the end. It comes much later on when Peter is essentially being led by the like duo of scope. We see the energy hone in on his classroom door, and through the window, Mr. Davies, in red sweatshirt, red being a colour of the first involvement, beckons Peter inside, right in the centre of the room. So it doesn't outright confirm that the name, but given how subtle the film can be, I think this should be taken as a pretty obvious sign. Following the sequence at the school, we get this shot of Annie's laptop that shows us her recent experience with Ellen has had the desired effect. Her mind is opening to the idea of the supernatural, weakening her mental state and allowing for events to unfold, up to and including her becoming possessed herself. Upon leaving her workshop, she sees the door to her mother's old room open, and upon walking in to investigate it, she notices a large triangle pattern to the wall. We know from the script that it's pointed towards the entrance. Annie is clearly freaked out, but sees the unlocked door as a pattern rather than a triangle. Again, we see this idea of Annie being blind to the machinations of the cult, signs that have been around for a time. We see triangles used at multiple points by the cult in their invocation rituals. This is almost certainly the one Ellen used to summon her magic power. Triangles are extremely powerful in magical rituals and esotericism in general, going as far back as stars and celestial objects as far as their first appearances in mystic rites and texts. In the necromancer's spell I mentioned earlier, for example, a triangle is used specifically to power someone which the person you intend to summon, and we see that exactly later when the spell is used on Peter. Annie inquires about the open door with Steve, and we see he has no idea about it either. We'll never actually get confirmation. It seems almost certain that this is the cult members doing this, attempting to further drive Annie's belief into an investigation of the supernatural. And as they go to make sure it's secure, we see Steve get a call concern trying to let them know Ellen's grave is her finalized, which is again the work of the cult. While that will be crucial to the ritual later on, what's important in this scene is both Annie and Steve's decision to fight together. Steve does not want to concern Annie with such marked news so soon after the funeral, and Annie seemingly doesn't want to share her vulnerability in the cult factor Steve, which is odd given Steve's a psychiatrist and hints towards this distance that exists between the family. He's more than qualified to listen to her, but for whatever reason, she's decided she'd be more comfortable sharing it with a stranger. Neither of them are lying maliciously, but it's the first real crack Phil presents between them. This distance, and he's lying to Steve about where she's going, him keeping her out of the loop about the grave, it's essential to their later arcs, and he will dive too deeply into powers she doesn't understand, leaving it too late to convince Steve of the supernatural, and Steve will eventually come to suspect Annie of stealing Ellen's body herself and placing it in the attic. Their fates are bound by the decisions they've made, and the decisions, this encroaching negativity, is all due to the hereditary influence of Ellen and the manipulative actions of Phil. The last character we really get to know is Ellen. At this point, we know there's something very weird going on with Charlie. We know Peter is a somewhat troubled teenage boy, motivated by blondes and clubs, and Steve is a stoic and patient paternal figure, somewhat disconnected from his family, though not all that far, perhaps too passive. We've even seen two very different sides to Ellen, the side we see Annie and Steve make reference to, and the side we see from a more caring Ellen. But Annie has been someone the film has closed off towards. It's difficult to get a read on her at this point. This is, of course, intentional, as the first two acts employ the feelings.
Stay with me. So, that's it.
What the hell? Where's that music coming from?
This isn't good. Chase me down there, assholes. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Quick it.
The Keller, the power cable's connected. I'm gonna fire up the crane and go fishing.
Good work. I'll send Marcus and
Oh my god, I want to get the fuck out of it.
Let's hope that ammo's still dry.
Yeah. Nothing made that jump so weak. These are gonna go for anime. There was nothing in there a second ago. Beast mode?
I mean you no harm, but keep your hands where I can see them.
And he'd be more convincing if you lowered your gun.
Can't do that. For all I know, you could be a cannibal or some other kind of asshole. Overheard your little chit-chat about the ammo. We want to share.
And why would I agree to that?
One, because I have a gun on you. And two, because I'm the one who distracted those bastards inside the warehouse.
And why not just take it all?
Because I'm not an asshole. Look, we're just trying to survive here. I'm not asking for everything, just a fair split. 50-50. And we'll throw in some extra medkits for your trouble.
Let me guess. You have starving children at home. Fine, you can have one crate.
How about two?
Don't push it. And give me those med kits.
Okay. Deal. You know, I used to be a baker before the fall. Feeding people, not robbing them. But the world is not what it used to be. Hey, take this too. You look like a guy who likes it loud. Stay safe out there.
Lena, Marcus, found the ammo and secured the container.
Marcus here. We're on our way. But this area is crawling with infected. Keller wants to see you, man. Go ahead, we'll handle the rest. And thanks, Kyle. You saved our asses.
Outside mission. I feel like he's running faster. Fucking hell, he runs fast. Wait.
You're making a difference here. Hope you know that. Cut.
Oh, I know you've got a lot on your plate, so thanks for that.
Killer, got your ammo back?
You're a legend in your own time, Crane. Retrieving those crates? You just kept us in business, mate.
I'm glad to help, though I'm still holding you to that promised ammo.
I'll take care of it personally. You have no idea how much this means to us. Here, I want you to have this. That's the last bullet I had in my pocket when we finally reached this place. A token of appreciation.
Thanks. Maybe it'll come in handy someday.
Somehow the original Charlie trying to run on, which would make the increased clicking here supposedly make a lot of sense. But this isn't the case for two pretty strong reasons. Firstly, Horiasta has said outright that in this case, the original Charlie is supposed to work, and we're going to see the only elements that they're struggling to break free, and all this other stuff. The only time we do ever get the original Charlie is when he's not holding us in direction. The second issue is that if this was the original Charlie, I think getting the demon that's been controlling you for the last 13 years to top it over the last would be a pretty good deal. Certainly not something that we can do on family. I think the increased cooking here truly is to first and foremost drive up attention, and secondly, after that, I think that before I was supposed to this almost is said to go down with some sort of ritual. And just the way to show that life continues in the afterlife. It also seems like so again, a lean force is facing the solution. If you're paying very close attention, the first thing to do is qualify and recognition of challenges inside as well as the relationship. So are you saying the first major place the audience truthfully, I think this is 100% over on the first view. All of this analysis makes me realize this was when first viewing this film extremely and therefore so sad. Right away, the party scene feels different to the rest of the movie. It's loud and bright. There's actual music playing as opposed to just ominous horns. The camera seems to have more energy, no longer moored to a fixed position, and everywhere you'll see lashings of the red we associate with the cult, including ominous red glows designed to allude to the satanic sacrifice at work here. We're building up anxiety and taking away the audience's thinking space so that they don't have time to see what's coming. Now, I've attended my fair share of house parties, and when I first saw this scene, I presumed the girls were enthusiastically chopping up mushrooms or truffles because teenagers do not get this excited for baking when alcohol is available. But as we know, this is a counterfeit of nuts, a truly unreasonable amount of nuts. But if we look at the two girls preparing it, they are wearing red and turquoise, the colours we associate with the cult and Hyman respectively, and we know it's the cult's plan to have Charlie die here. So ultimately, I don't think there's any doubt that these two girls are cult members, and indeed, in the original script, we actually see one of them directly offering Charlie the cake. And that tracks with what we see from the other cult members, this kind of enthusiastic, almost giddy way they approach the family's deaths. When Peter returns to school following the loss of his sister, not one person will console him or ask him how he is doing. Again, we see laughter and everyone in a great mood. Now, on the subtextual level, I think this is supposed to reflect how life moves on around us and how the world doesn't share and agree. But in terms of an in-canon explanation, I think it's because none of them view it as a tragedy. We can presume they're brainwashed by their parents and have been told the sacrifices include an enjoyed state that's going to greatly improve their future. And that goodness comes across in this nutshell. It's a little too excited, and if we play it side by side with this scene from later on, we'll see them going at the exact same rhythm. This isn't coincidental, it was actually edited side by side in one of the theatrical trailers, so clearly they were very aware of the movie. And given that when Annie is violently headbutting the ceiling, she's possessed by Hyman, it's another good bit of evidence for this being the work of the cult. I'm not saying these cult members are directly possessed by Hyman at this point, but under the influence of him, gleeful with his presence. I think that's quite likely. It's also worth mentioning that they cut the cake with the same knife they cut the nuts with and hand it pretty much straight to Charlie, so it's almost a certainty that this is part of the plan, as there really couldn't be a more dangerous way of doing this as far as another hunches go. Now, I don't think it's necessarily purposeful here, but we do see the knife and chopping board reflecting and glowing with the light of the room, and at various stages of the cult's plan, we'll see this light, just like we saw as it directed Charlie, highlighting Hyman's supernatural involvement behind the scenes. Again, I think it's quite a low chance it's happening here, but I have seen people suggest it, and while it may seem unlikely right now, as we move through and see more evidence, I think it'll seem likelier and likely. We see Peter try to engage in flirting with Bridget, who, as I think I mentioned, is wearing both red and turquoise. Stood literally between their conversation, we see another blonde-haired extra, keeping very close watch of Peter. Again, we can't say for sure, but it certainly fits the profile of the cult member. And as Peter and Bridget head to the back room to smoke a bowl, we meet two more teenagers that are almost certainly part of the cult too, as they're watching an old black and white clip of beheading by guillotine. Now, as is clear from the events of the film, the cult is extremely fond of beheading. We're going to look at exactly why that is later on, but for now, let's just say these kids' enthusiasm is not for black and white cinema, and this is really all we need to signal them as cult members. We see potentially maybe some black kidney of Creek mixed in with Peter's green. This is a popular one. People like to point out, but truthfully, it could just be a burnt bit of plant material left in the film. Whatever the case, we know Peter has been spiked with kidney of Creek by his weed in this exact manner, so it's really just splitting hairs as to if he does hear in the scene or not. Judging by the look on this guy's face, though, I'd say he's relatively eager to see Pete plays up. Bridget seems unhappy about how Charlie has drawn her, and this is actually played for laughs, but ultimately, if we're trying to understand Bridget's mental state, she likely feels a bit nonplussed that a weird kid her parents and all their friends were obsessed with is drawing laughing images of her. If this is their icon, some supernatural deity everyone around you is worshipping, then seeing them draw you in a manner you deem as retarded may take you off in the explanation. But when we start to consider the background narrative here, that is essentially what's happening. From there, we know what happens next. Charlie comes in with the allergic reaction to the nuts, and Peter springs into action. There is one key piece of dialogue here, which is Charlie saying,
Yeah. Wow, that's very nice to know, but I also don't care.
We can't say for certain as they're just background extras, but it certainly seems on brand for the cult to be observing their plan.
Very nice to know, but
And
I
it's
also don't care.
because the scene is so gripping. Listen to the demented rising sound, very similar the popping hooves and skittering insect sounds as pilots approach rolling over the sea. It's that cloven or camel hoop sound at double speed, way more frenetic as the scene builds towards a shattering moment where everything stops. And when it's paired with the devilish glow as the tail lights moving away from the screen, it really calls to mind some Mothman-esque demon chittering through the night. We'll see this glow from the tail lights used behind Peter too to signal this encroaching shadow of satanic power circling around the family. Now, despite being perhaps the most famous scene in the movie, there isn't a whole lot going on here besides amazing performances by Alex Wolff and
Oh my god, that's so
the only time
Yeah, you put on a little bit of a more feminine voice there. I noticed. That was nice of you. But yeah, you have done quite well. You should be proud of yourself. You present very well.
Firstly, how is it possible that the cult can plan Charlie's elaborate death with Agent 47 levels of premonition and accuracy? And that's a fair point. Certainly how it's played in the film makes it seem at first like a freak accident, but as we know, it's anything but. The answer comes through Pine's law, both in the film and in occultism in general. In the film, we see Annie leaping through one of Alan's books that has information on Pyman, and we do get glimpses that is able to offer hidden or secret knowledge, among many other subtle details. And all of this
I don't really speak like this, but
different passages from existing texts of memoirs regarding Pyman, from the talking of Gates of Darkness, and also Crowley's version of the Lesser Key of Solomon. And all of them agree
having me off by tricking me because you're actually a girl. You really look like a girl. Like, genuinely, you look just like a girl.
No, I normally speak, but obviously I can see from my voice, so yeah. Now he has other powers. Generally, this knowledge comes with riches too, something we also see alluded to in the Electric, and a few other weird and wonderful eccentricities that aren't always agreeable. But in practicality, this function of Pyman to know all and bestow knowledge has led to his longevity. It's the reason he's quite a well-known lord of the underworld, because people that have actually practiced magic have generally been seeking answers and forbidden knowledge, and he is absolutely the one to provide them within demonic law. But answers to the mysteries of life don't really help you find perfect murder. Luckily, we do see Pyman use some pretty specific abilities throughout the film that can help us provide us with answers here. Those answers can be found in a Gremlin, or the Book of a Gremlin, or the Book of the Sacred Magic of a Gremlin Mage. The set of manuscripts first dated to the early 1600s, but claiming to have been written several centuries earlier, as so often is the case with old texts. Despite obvious questions about its authenticity, the text is still undeniably one of our earliest sources on this pseudo-Christian occult interpretation of time. And in it we see a much more varied explanation of Pyman's power set, most of which matches up to what we see in the film. We've got flight, acquiring and dismissing certain spirits, making spirits appear, creating visions, making all kinds of things, and most crucially, knowledge of past and future events. That is ultimately how they are able to plan Charlie's death so perfectly. The presence of Pyman's sigil indicates his magic is at work here, so we can imagine he's broadly orchestrating events. The roadkill that makes Peter swerve is likely placed there by the cult after receiving some kind of indication from Pyman. Really, everything that is happening to the family is pre-orchestrated, predetermined. This is just a linchpin moment in that plan, where it becomes obvious for a moment that that is what's happening. The other major question people usually have is there any truth or real-world influence relating to Charlie's accident? And Ari Aster has remained tight-lipped on this. There's never been any confirmation that it was, but it does bear remarkable similarities to a tragic accident that took place in 2004. Two friends in their early 20s, John Hutchison and Francis Bone, were making their way home after a boozy night out party. Hutchison was behind the wheel, and Bone, suffering from the bumps and winds of the road, was vomiting out the passenger window. According to later testimony, the intoxicated Hutchison had swerved to avoid the oncoming car, decapitating Bone as he grazed the telephone pole at the side of the road. From there, he drove a further 12 miles to his home, falling asleep in bed in blood-stained clothing, while the headless body of his friend sat in the passenger seat of the car, only being discovered by a neighbour in the morning. When authorities questioned Hutchison, he seemed to still be suffering from the effects of the night before, unable to remember what had happened clearly due to alcohol, and unable to process it due to shock. We see something very familiar following the accident in the film, where Charlie's body is only discovered upon leaving in the morning, and Peter is still laying in bed, unable to process what's just happened. Now again, no link has ever been confirmed between the movie and this incident, but I think most people would agree that it's extremely similar to what we see in Hereditary. And one thing we can say for certain is that this image As you see Annie falls out of lunatic horror upon finding out about Charlie, you'll see she takes this very low, almost downward dog-like position, but we'll also see her dead body in right at the end of the film on a treehouse. I probably can't show you that either, but the meaning is pretty straightforward. If she's kneeling at the end out of a post-possession reverence, she's seen the eternal truth and now vows to find them, then here she's been brought to her knees. She's been forced to submit by the malicious actions of the cult. They need her mentally weak and suggestive, not just so she'll act as they want her to, but also to better facilitate possession when the time comes. And really, this face to the floor submissive position is a signal that it's worked and the plans are good. This montage of scenes following the accident is accompanied by Toni Collette's animal-like howls of grief, for which she was not even nominated for an Oscar. And it's only really when we get to the funeral that we see them match up with what we're seeing on screen. It's a phenomenally low-tech device for quickly presenting the audience with this idea of sustained grief over a period of time that we're seeing condensed. The idea that Annie has been in this perpetual and unchanging period of complete shock from accident to funeral. And as the turquoise coffin gets lowered into the ground, the camera keeps it central in frame, moving down below into the earth, reminding us not only of the practicalities of death, but also the idea of hell lurking below. Now, cards on the table, I hate this device where the camera moves across set boundaries, breaking the fourth wall essentially. There isn't a cross-section of graveyard cut away within the reality of the movie, and so normally this would really offend me visually. A prime offender is the movie Green Room, where the camera just moves across the top of the set, showing us the room partitions. I think Fargo did it. It was quite a popular technique 5 years ago, so I'm sure there's hundreds of examples available. And anytime I see anything close to this on screen, it just makes me want to tune out. And here in Hereditary will perhaps be the worst example of it, but as with everything Hereditary does, it's the exception that proves the rule. This is actually perhaps the clearest signal we get to the events of the film being some dollhouse or terrarium-like exhibit, but a higher level of supernatural being, and the lens of the film, the frame, however you want to describe it, being at least at times the point of view of whatever that being is, presumably Pine, that's watching. I think Terrarium is the best example for trying to understand it visually, and here we're seeing from the edge of the glass. It's not meant to be literally that, the characters aren't in a physical glass dome, but the cross-section, the downward moving camera, it's all meant to allude to a terrarium or some other dollhouse-like structure in which the family are just playing things, just exhibits. Immediately following the burial, we see this strange warped reflection in the gold glass of the Graham's reception room. We have a similar thing happening to the workshop where it's using the muffled voices to allude to this sort of in-between space of living and dead. And we're actually seeing from the point of view of this figure, which is absolutely Peter, but we see him look up suddenly, and it's relatively obscured by the noise of the room, but we do hear him make a definite click, or clucking noise rather. So while it's Peter's outline, maybe in these brief moments of extreme grief, Hyman manages to force his way inside Peter momentarily. I think we may have a hint of it happening as we're seeing Annie break down in the bedroom too. Now, following the wake, we get a chopped up selection of silent scenes demonstrating the family's grief. A couple of things of note here. Firstly, that this is designed to represent the blinkered and hazy mind following severe trauma. And secondly, that all the family members are isolated from one another, rather than consoling and confiding in one another as you might expect a healthier family to do at a time of trauma. Annie even goes out of her way to make sure she is apart from the family, clearly blaming Peter for what happened. This is, of course, ultimately what the cult wants, seeking to cause division and mentally weakening them to the point of complete erosion of the family unit. And really, that's the whole point of this montage, to create distance between Annie and her family, particularly Annie and Peter, culminating in this moment where she's hiding in the car and sees him mentally preparing himself to enter the house. Clearly, she'd be able to see and understand his discomfort and would want to care for him and fix the situation. But instead, she ignores him and drives off, signaling this full breakdown of their relationship. There's a couple of other things worth picking up on during this montage. We have more satanic graffiti, this time in the form of Zazas. And while it's unclear on screen, I think in this scenario we're supposed to assume that it's a bit too well hidden for Steve to see it. But if he did see it, he almost certainly just puts it down to his wife's deteriorating mental state, something that at this point he's afraid to address directly. As to what Zazas means, it comes from the Kabbalistic mantra Zazas Zazas Nata Satana. Zazas Zazas Nata Satana. Zazas Zazas Nata Satana. That's what Zazas means. It comes from the Kabbalistic mantra Zazas Zazas Nata Satanada Zazas. The Hebrew word Zaza, the Kabbalah is using here, means bursting with life. But when it appears in the Bible, the word means belonging to all. In the Kabbalah, this mantra belongs to Koronazon, a demonic entity, and the phrase is sometimes referred to as the sacred key of Koronazon. It's generally related to calling forth this demonic entity, as all the writing in the laws is in some way. And renowned occultist Aleister Crowley. I don't want to get too bogged down in Crowley lore, but one thing you should know is that he wasn't just into magic as we traditionally know it. He was pioneering his own brand of specifically sex magic, something he would later brand with the different spelling of M-A-G-I-C-K to provide it more historical legitimacy and separate it from perceptions of things like stage magic. Now, one thing that's great about creating your own school of magic is that you get to make up all the rules. So it's telling them that Crowley decided as part of his initiation, as part of his rites of ascension, his leveling up into this new school of magic, that he needed to take a ritualistic gay sex holiday to northern Africa. He was accompanied by his friend, another occultist, and they set off to Algiers to have increasingly weird sex in various places Crowley deemed magically important, and do as much research into the demonic as they possibly could. As the story goes, one night they journeyed out into the desert and performed a ritual to summon what they described as the demonic what follows in the story is pretty terrifying. And describing specifically disappeared. And this is just big. If you listen closely, you can see the you can hear from this book. And hearing what the books that people seem to think of this brand which is people seemingly and you know this is people that will think of things if you're wondering why they think like it and what they're like it, Peter, this is very likely because, unlike Peter, dynamism we hear him say, directly move. And if you were to make that link from first view, firstly, well done. But secondly, you would likely assume Peter is talking in the quality of technological connection. You probably wouldn't guess that he's using this method to inform himself back into throat wisely, but that's exactly it. Now, Johnny was actually having a his time and soul trying to force his way out. Here, when Peter says it, if you think I've just gone full blown, there is a visual confirmation of this in the form of a blue lens flare that literally appears over Peter as this is happening. As I've already touched on, and let's go into in about 7 minutes, that is absolutely correct. We also hear Peter talking in quite a childlike, pleading tone and asking for his hand to be held. We'll hear him through this voice later on during the seance, and then finally find him more into Peter's stuff. We see in these moments exactly what Peter is lacking, the loving attention. And that all brings us up to Jordan, and the meeting with Annie. Jordan is the sneakiest character I've ever seen on screen. Everything she feels is an attempt to misdirect both Annie and Jordan. She's very good at it. And the reason she's such a successful fool is the perception that, like Peter, the audience are being starved of any kind of emotional activity, or warmth, or nurture, and we accept Jordan as a series of threats. She's extremely touchy, sensitive, and so connected with her feelings that it stands in bold contrast to being extremely cold and distant. I also think that's what makes this switch to an enemy so powerful. It's the one person you can really independent. And by the time we've realised everything is wrong, she's already screaming. Hereditary is a horror film that will jump scare. It has a lot of these mental lurch moments where what you thought was complete flip, kind of psychological The whole captions on screen are on the section below essentially all the hints they were while leaving them completely. Just like when heading to the party, the film is playing with the audience and does it very well. But let's look at the scene in detail. First thing we see animals groups of countries. In this scene, it says the barrier of the control watch how much Joan is grabbing onto him, touching at him. She's like a pickup artist trying to establish physical contact, trying to accelerate Annie's process of trusting her and keeping her focused on the magical restoration. I also think there's something very dramatic and graphic about her body language, something that old witchy ladies, old church-going aunties have. And while it does work as good surface camouflage, seeing our character as this old friendly lady, we do know in second viewing that this is likely the heart of the body of the service. Joan asks Annie if she is okay, and you see Annie a little bit shocked at what we've got from this woman as being. Joan realizes she may have fucked up and does her best to back out and reassure her. Now, it's not 100% clear as to the plan, but it seems like Joan messes up slightly. She claims to have lost her son at the end of performance, and she says she's been coming to these meetings for a couple of months. But right at the start, she tells Annie that she's been a few months ago, and almost certainly a few years more ago. Even the story of the deceased son and grandson, which we find out is highly fake, she seems to put together in the moment, putting in details that we can see to her initial exposition, and only telling the story when it's clearly necessary to stop it from driving away. She manipulates Annie's loneliness and grief.
Mate, it's Keller.
Does your call mean my free ammo is waiting?
Don't get smart. I packed those crates myself. Where are the rest of our bullets?
Easy. I gave some to a group of survivors who helped me retrieve the ammo.
Oh, really? And how much is some?
1 crate.
1 crate? Mate, we needed those bullets.
And thanks to me, you've got most of them back. Right?
Fuck. All right. Thanks for at least owning up to it. Your sherry's in your room. It's not exactly a giant one. That's what you're hoping for.
She does blow. And following that, we see much more polished and towards people, and the rejection of her husband as he clearly doesn't feel the same way. When Annie returns home, we see that she's again allowed to stay the way she's been, again using the movie set as excuse. She immediately greets him off and goes to bed, and clearly is uncomfortable being alone. It's interesting that we'll see Annie flip from this rejection of her family to trying to save them and seemingly acting completely out of love and interest towards them. But I think because the flip in her feelings towards them is so extreme that we can assume within the movie it's first driven by the cult, Pam and Luke in her mental state are doing what they can to cause division, and then reverted by her ultimate realization that something very dangerous has happened and that she's been tricked into doing. But on a subtextual level, and as part of the initial taking of this album in Annie's head, this is very much supposed to be her feelings. It's difficult not to draw parallels with dissociative identity disorder, schizophrenia, as Annie oscillates between these two extremes but it doesn't have to be self-revelation. Again, some people describe it as feels like the wife of the mother who is building resentment toward the children she's never sure she loves. And subsequently, what we're seeing here is the flux between the children and family she knows she loves and the overwhelming anger and frustration and fear she feels as she's trying to build what she didn't design. Design being left abroad here, as we see Annie designing small worlds simulacrum of a situation which ultimately she feels immeasurable control over. Annie doesn't stay away from Joan for very long. We have a couple of brief intermediary scenes. Firstly, this scene with Peter in the bedroom, staring at the demonic glow the space heaters in the treehouse. This shot is amazing, with the devilish glow reflected back at Peter's eyes. Even the ending is foreshadowing what the intelligent woman just looked at. But there's a bit more to it than that. It's this demonic influence, Hyman's malignancy and the manipulations of the cult that have driven this wedge in between the family, that orchestrate a child's death and Peter's opposition. And as we're watching him lay there staring at the treehouse, it's obvious he's feeling vulnerable, resentment of a mother that doesn't show love and blames him for something outside of his control, just as she was treated by Ellen. So we're watching this resentment build in his eyes, and this demonic glow becomes not just foreshadow, but a literal explanation and visual identifier of where this resentment is coming from. Hyman and the moon. It's an extremely elegant way of demonstrating this with a simple visual metaphor. And again, as we see everywhere here, demonic glowing eyes are pretty overdone, but the Hobbitry finds a way to make it refreshing and intelligent. Just as with Anna seeing Ellen in the attic, we can find something very relatable in Peter staring at the lights at the corner of the room, trying to convince himself he didn't capture this. But I'm sure we've all done this before, and again, it's very natural to have that level of contraction, certainly after losing our first memory. The more we kind of consider that as subtext, what's truly amazing here is that the film takes those recognizable markers of trauma and grief, like seeing shapes in the corner of your room, thinking you heard or saw someone lost recently, and it uses them as actual indicators of supernatural activity. It's weaponizing our own trauma against us and saying, all those weird little thoughts from after your darkest hour, they were all true. I think when combined with this flat, realist aesthetic style of the genius level writing, it's that closeness to real world loss that makes the horror here seem so personal. Interspersed between Peter and the next scene is this quick stationary shot of Ellen's letterbox. Hey, I slept if you're American at home. And I'm pointing out the difference because I don't know if in America this practice is normal or not, but here it is quite standard to have different people delivering singular flyers acting different process artists as their directors. So when I first saw this, it really slipped over my head that it would be a cult member delivering this, but that is now certainly the case. This is another tool to get me to embrace occultism, trickling to some and allowing the latter stages of the first book to go ahead. It's important to
I'm okay for driving on tubes again up to you. I want this whole chest.
So while it may feel
We'll be down it, you're not going to get any old chest on it. And I'm like, do I look like I'm cute? He goes, well, you're dead and I'm not taking it.
In line with the themes of the tragedy of life and predestination. And following that, we get a crucial scene that perhaps these directors have done most well in, for knocking over the people of the conclusion. And if you did miss it on the first watch, then don't worry, it's very subtly done. But when you watch Annie's hand, she doesn't come anywhere close to the paint. I think by now I probably don't have to say it, but it's especially important here. The paint that Annie spills, the note next to her that distracts her, John's phone number, they're all marked with the same turquoise blue that we associate with the film. This may be the moment the film really shows its hand unless you know how powerful this code wording is. In fact, if you look at what paints Annie pull out, we see the turquoise I mentioned, the gold we associate with Ellen, and the orange colour we associate with Charlie and previously Peter. And we can safely presume that the bottle falling over its own directly into John's note is due to Hyman's hand being essentially doing what it needs to ensure clear vision, ensure where the course path successfully comes to be. And truthfully, that's why this scene is so crucial, is because here we see all of our theories be proven wrong. Really, it functions like a key to a puzzle. It's okay to say all of this stuff, but we have to be able to prove it. And right here is where we can do a lot of that. Now, right before the bottle falls over, we see a wisp of liquid. Not the flux like when we're seeing Charlie and Peter be directed, but more like the wisp we see in the film. We see it float down past the window just before the bottle tips over. The turquoise bottle that pushes Annie towards Hyman and John. And as I might have mentioned, this light, we see the awesome Hyman shares this kind of light with Annie. While it may seem obvious now, really this scene is the link in character that demonstrates everything and makes the subtext look less clearly hidden. We see things being directly affected, even if it's quite well hidden from the audience's view, and we see this purposefully inserted blue light move and clearly indicate what it's doing. And other than when we see that wisp onto Peter, this is perhaps the most obvious it will be that this light blue turquoise light on Hyman is important. And at many major points during the court plan, some of which I've covered already, we'll see blue lights, blue lens flare, and purposeful roving wisp-like spotlights that are another example of the same thing, just more subtly done. And we could leave it there and pretty much have the same meaning, but there's likely a specific reason as to why this weird light reflection style effect is being used. And again, this scene jump scare, but on screen it's right next to us. Just like the blueprints in it, the room of the building in which you're living in. This openness is meant to suggest synergy, mirroring, proximity, just like we see with the bedroom diagram, the bedroom of a traffic cop, copied space filling the screen for precisely key points. This relation is 100% intentional. Here, when Wisp sits over her shoulder, we see her using the microphone. Now, as before, we see that she's only got one of the lenses deployed. As I mentioned, she's not fully blind to things like cameras. She is watching, she is paying attention, but her closeness, her magnification would prevent her from being able to see the big picture. But far more crucially than that, this lens, whether it's Heinz magnifiers, a Pinker's telescope, or even the lens of the camera, what we need to be focused on, because it's here that we find the secret of what this lens is, which is to say, is the reflection of a cosmic, spiritual lens, whatever being is watching the world from it. Like any lunar larger object around us, it's the viewfinder of whoever or whatever on a certain planet being is truly the greatest household, Lego, or Domino's. We even see movement very reminiscent of light reflecting off a broken lens as Pam was trying to attract Charlie's attention to her grandma, which I think really makes sense when we do next get any take on the lens. It's why we have so many shots of the house in close-up, why we see the camera moving to the ground, why we see Annie doing this, why we see miniatures inside of miniatures. It's all alluding to this larger being that's watching the family and controlling the lens. As I covered earlier, almost certainly Pam, but if your headcanon is that it's Lucifer, whatever you want to do, do what you want to do. The point is that it's the reflective lens, whatever being is watching, and really, as far as I'm concerned, there's no being mentioned directly in the canon that it could be, given what the film is. If you've ever seen Carl Sagan explain Flatland, then I kind of concur with him. In Flatland, a 2D world could perceive 3D object very differently from how we would, seeing only two-dimensional slices of a strange, unknown object. Now, Mr. Sagan uses this to make the extrapolation of the fourth dimension, but for us, just think of the 2D world as the non-spiritual realm, and Paimon as a spiritual observer, the 3D object that we see here. In the non-spiritual realm, they can only really perceive slices or reflections of this light, essentially. And even then, it takes a good amount of being mentally or psychically broken down, fed bits of dopamine creep to be able to see. A lot of people take this lens theory with a pinch of salt, but I actually think it's cut and dry when you look at it bit by bit. And just like that with Uncle Joe, even on the street outside her apartment in Santa Barbara, Andy's taking is lined with so-called street signs and so on. I don't know how normal this is for Utah or America in general, but this film pays such close attention to the color coding and the line Printer's phrase words. And either way, we see her following this turquoise stone note to Joan's house, which makes no sense given the subtextual meaning of the color, as it just has a phone number. Now, I'm not sure what the deal is with this mirroring. It's put there very purposefully. We see the camera hold on it for a second or two. This will happen again in reverse later on. And at no point during the perspective do we see her reflection. Nor do we see Joan as her on screen while Joan is being reflected. This is a very purposeful decision, very purposeful camera movements, and very purposeful blocking of the shot from front to back. Now, first and foremost, this is not Annie being in some transient spiritual place where she doesn't cast a reflection. We can say that with certainty because just moments after the first mirror shot, we'll see her reflection in one of the ground photographs on Joan's room. So the answer is not Annie is projecting, but Annie is reflecting. One thing I believe, though, is that mirrors and the occult are a thing of the past. We'll even see Paimon mess with people through his reflection. And I do think there's a little bit of a nod towards the idea that mirrors, reflections, can be used to see and commune with spirits. But truthfully, I don't think Annie isn't casting a reflection with the reflection basically looking back. I think it's simply a cleverly placed mirror in a very well-structured shot. And by keeping Annie in the frame but not reflected, then Joan would have shot but reflected in the mirror. We once again get this impression of her looking in through a window, just like the filter do, just like she did when she first introduced herself. This feeling that Annie is being observed, which she is certainly inside Joan's apartment, and that it's happening with a mirror shouldn't be lost on us because, again, they do have this link with the spiritual. So truly, I think this is a visual metaphor for how Annie is being observed and manipulated by both, whether happening inside our house through the window, and more supernaturally from the spiritual plane we see associated with reflections, and the film has alluded to in multiple points. Let's rewind a couple of seconds and have a look at Joan's grandma. And if you're wondering why she's called Joni now, this is why. She's clearly introduced herself as Joan to Annie, but to her friends she's Joni. And as we come to find out, this doormat has absolutely been made by Helen. We see similar mats made for Annie and her brother later on, and in this scene, Annie even mentions to Joan that her brother used to embroider these just like her. Joan plays this off expertly, saying that she really is the best friend. This is a great example of Joan being a high-level manipulator because she's not just way where she encourages Annie to accept things as is. She's essentially saying, isn't life but ordinary coincidence? What a small world. And given that she knows Annie is going to be seeing and hopefully ignoring a lot of clues, that's what she's really doing to it. So keeping Annie away from the cemetery. Now, the welcome mat, as they call it, seems absolutely pointless. It looks a lot more like an embroidered prayer wall that's going to be destroyed just by people stepping on it, everyone welcome to tea. So we shouldn't assume that that's its primary function. And just as with Annie and her brother, we see some symbolism on the pillow that suggests more is going on. Here specifically, we see geometric outlining. This is philosopher John Stuck moving. This idea of sacred geometry being part of spiritualism being brought. More specific to here, though, we've got 6-pointed stars, more commonly known as hexagrams. I think most people traditionally associate them with Judaism, but truthfully, they pop up in Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. As I mentioned near the beginning with the pentagram stars, they are one of the earliest graphic symbols, so there's a long and storied history there. And alongside its use in religion, it's prevalent in magic. Truthfully, to give you a full rundown of the hexagram, we're going to take at least 12 hours, and it's ultimately quite horrific. So to give you an extremely abridged version, the first understanding of the symbol would be a representation of 7 so-called old planets recognized by early astrologers. Sometimes it represents the 5 elements, sometimes the 2 elementary triangles just represent fire and water, and sometimes it's used as the sign of the tests, the supposed good power. But most crucially, most relevant to us here, and to its use in general, the hexagram is viewed as a talisman for guiding spirits and the various forces that control it. And sometimes it's called the seal of Saturn, but most commonly it's referred to as the seal of Solomon. Solomon being this father figure of the 4th century that I mentioned many times already, most notably the Grimoire, the Recipe of Solomon, where we get this crucial information regarding fire. The text itself is littered with hexagrams, and if you search up occult symbolism, it's likely to be one of the main results. In opposition to the hexagrams, we see this symbol. Now, this isn't particularly clear, but I think this is a combination of 2 symbols. It looks to be like an Egypt or France, like a Persian model, with an all-seeing eye on it, combined with this curvy outline at the bottom that's reminiscent of the modified sigil used throughout the movie. We certainly see the same 3 circles there, alluding to the 3 heads of Charlie and Charlie. And there is another part to the design that I think is a somewhat unfinished motif in the film. We see leaves like this on Ellen's stationery. We see this sort of floral leafy wallpaper at the party. There's a fair few times we see this kind of floral imagery. I think it's largely a combination of these witches time are supposed to bring and the pagan or folk belief of sacrificing for the harvest. We're in Utah, we don't see it, but we can presume there's a lot of farming going on. And this could likely be one of these proposed fantasy rituals. The way I see this as being undeveloped or unfinished is that this imagery never really goes anywhere in the film. It's extremely background, and ultimately these themes are far too aesthetically pleasing. And as I mentioned, I'm definitely going to do a comparison link to a video in the original canal. Another of my all-time favorite horror movies, so I'll leave anything I've got to say here for that one. Following their conversation about the welcome mat, we go straight into Annie sharing the details of Charlie's death with Joe. There's a couple of things of note here. First, we have Annie's mention of there being tar-like black blood around the neck. We don't need to go into the real-world practicalities here. I think we could say, whatever the case, this is softly alluding to there being something demonic around the body. Next, we'll see Annie mention that the head was not there, and we get this sudden sort of snapping glance from Joe, which on first viewing is supposed to seem as though she's just disgusted by the details, but given that we know Charlie's head is of prime importance for the cult implication of firemen, it's actually much more likely that this is Joe realizing they need to find that head ASAP. Keep following Joan's eyes, and we'll see her watching Annie drink the tea very closely, making sure she's ingesting the tea of fruit. And we know the tea has litany of fruit in it, as we see Annie pulse up with her lips after drinking it. This is really the clearest view we get of her in the whole movie, and it's likely the first time we put it on her being ingested. From here, we'll see her suggestibility increase, and her mental stability rapidly deteriorate as the herd weakens with the corpses and ultimately facilitates her possession. Now, wanting to distract from the tea, Joan moves the conversation about Peter, along with the fact that she's interested in him as anybody else. It's here that we get Annie's admission that she's sleepless, and this immediately rings alarm bells in Annie's head. It's such well-crafted misdirection that lets you think you're solving the puzzle or hiding the real truth right in front of you. Of course, the viewer will relate Annie's sleep as well, and more specifically Ellen's EMP. By this point in the film, there's a very good chance you're believing this is actually Annie, despite her being undeveloped. And when she expands on what the sleepwalking entails, there's really no wonder. Even when we hear of her mother poisoning her victim, it's a difficult thing for the audience to forgive a mother dousing herself and her children with drink and holding a public match. we're likely to be skeptical that she has her best interests at heart. And Tony Collette holds this so down the line, so on the knife edge between legitimate victim and mentally ill culprit, convinced of her own innocence, that it's almost impossible to tell at first view. And the film gives us a lot of subtle clues that Penny is lying, or at least is used to lying about it. When she begins telling Jamie's story, she says, sleepwalk, I haven't been out in years, but a couple of years ago, and then proceeds to tell the story. It seems right from the off that she's fudging details, maybe trying to make it more powerful. Despite this, it's clear to the audience and Penny that she's lost the trust of her children, and when she uses phrases like, it was impossible to convince them, it's tacitly building your image of Penny as a person who wasn't believed at the time, who wasn't believed by her closest family members, who presumably know her better than anyone. And that position was against them, not believing her just out of their lives. And when we really think about how awful this situation truly is, where she isn't in control and her loved ones view her as a threat, as believing her comes to an end, that's pretty damn heartbreaking. Penny's been put through this her entire life, but we and her family refuse to trust her because of it. We see this idea of abuse equating the abuser and a mentally ill person who is abused as clear pattern throughout. And although we may feel sympathetic for Annie, we can only see her behaviour for what it is, a direct threat to her children's lives. While she was almost certainly trying to subconsciously eliminate them from the board, she was doing this in a deeply subconscious effort to save them from the horror that can something language and bruises them. We'll see this confirmed later on when she did the same thing again, and we hear her tell Peter that she's trying to save them. It's Annie's subconscious bubbling up to the surface to try and save her son the only way she can, by killing him before putting him to sleep. And Annie closes this scene out with the again quite juvenile, teenage-style delivery of, and there's nothing I can say and nothing I can do to save you while I was asleep. And there's a clever bit of double meaning here. I believe this line perfectly sums up Penny's entire narrative. There is nothing she can say to stop it. There's nothing she can do to fix it. It's all already happened while she's been asleep. That is to say, there's nothing she can do to stop what's going to happen to her family because she's been asleep to the machinations of her entire life. It's too late in the film to learn the emotion. This is the sacrifice from a sacrificial lamb's perspective, and the lamb may have begun to subconsciously understand what's happening, but it's far too late. And at the end of the day, it is just a lamb, unable to prevent the sacrifice even if it wanted to. Really, you're supposed to feel momentary hatred for Annie here, but knowing what Annie is ultimately victim to during the film, this may be the bleakest window into her life the movie gives us. And when we consider what this is alluding to in terms of motivations beyond that, it becomes even bleaker. There is something to be said for Annie's choice of accelerant here too. This could have easily been gasoline or arsenic starch she could have been pouring in front of them. But there's a historical and intertextual importance to this being a crime. We've got hands on fire, head fire, we've got people setting themselves on fire in protest, we've got mothers doing this to their kids, we've got the idea of permanent sacrifice for entities being set on fire, and all linked in with the history of witchcraft, supposedly mad but flickering fire. It's escalate, even God at the stake. And that is crucially important, and almost certainly the subtextual intention here, given we discuss a very similar theme with beheading toward the end. But why paint them? The easy answer is that it's on brand for Annie, and it makes sense that she would have it defend. But I think the best answer is that if Annie's miniatures and diorama, the things she uses for painting them, represent this kind of trash girl, simulacral or supernatural intentions surrounding her, then the paint thinner can be seen as representing a way to undo them, a way to erase the meticulous lines laid for her. And if you want to be even more direct than that, you can see this like Peter's covered telescope or Charlie's constellation pajama in Max Steel. Annie has literally just followed a paint-covered note to Jones's house, and now for the first time she's telling the audience she tried to commit infanticide with a paint thinner. So we can see paint thinner as sort of a combative force against life. One other thing I want to mention quickly before we move on. This is the first and really only time we get to see Jones constantly thinking about Annie real life or subtly but physically coercing her. And that's because Annie is exactly where they want her, doing the exact thing that they want her to be doing. I think it's clear that Annie isn't fond of the welcome mats her mother made, as the very next scene we cut to the Graham Center in the doorway, and we see they don't have anything to cover their feet. And on the ground in front of the door, we see a couple of muddy footprints around the entrance. Now, maybe this is just a family thing on their own, maybe that's why Steve is normally militant about shoes left in the house, but I don't think so. Firstly, as I pointed out, this is a set, so we're not filming in a warehouse where this could be here accidentally. Everything on screen is precise and meticulously presented. And secondly, no these footprints were there before, as we see the hole opening at the back. There are some scuff marks there, but clearly not in the same muddy abundance we see here. This is pretty clearly alluding to the cult members having dug up Ellen and then transported her through the house to stop her body at the end of it. This may even be why Steve is still adamant on having no shoes here, because he keeps seeing proof of this footprint escalate. And let's stick with Steve for a moment as we see him very weakly, very impotently chastise his son outside of that Steve even seems to realise his own failings here. He knows he is losing the value of his family, communicating with them less and less. Peter just outright ignores his reprimand, and there's a deliberate softness to it, where even Steve can see what he's doing. Afterwards, Steve heads upstairs to tell Annie dinner is ready, and we see her working on a not-so-miniature violin that caused the accident. It's much larger than the others, actually the size of her estimated elder miniatures to be at first, before realising they need to be scaled down. But this one wasn't. This is supposed to be a large and confronting moment where we see Annie is going over the edge. She's certainly losing track of her feelings and not seeing an issue with what she's doing, not realising it was already a mistake. And up until this moment, Adele Annie may have been somewhat worrying, but this really is a good deal more for her. She describes it as a neutral view of the accident, and that begs the question, neutral to who? Because to Steve it's obviously offensive, and to Peter it would be even more so. She means neutral for herself, the other things that will happen. But we've already seen the subconscious that she blames Peter. But in this aiming to gain understanding, we see the broader question that this is the only way Annie really knows how to process trauma. While she may well be able to take on that feeling as an objectively a miniature, Steve rightfully views it as deeply unhealthy, and so it's here that we probably see him at the precipice in regards to damage. Not his final breaking point of encounter with the police and putting the police on fire, but certainly the point of no return and being able to continue acting damage without. We do see him finally snap at her verbally, although given the context it's still quite a muted, impotent reaction, and certainly not one that does anything to reach Annie, who continues dodging away with the weapon. It's a short and impactful scene that very quietly marks this point of no return. The cracks that were present in the final movement are beginning to crumble. And that's exactly what we see as the final scene. Dinner, which, to give Steve his dues, looks absolutely delicious. Just like when Peter was asking for his card earlier, we see this standoffish, very surly teenager attitude from Annie. And while there may have been some small element of humour to that initially, this is now much darker in the context of her support to Charlie and Annie's subsequent feelings towards Peter. We see her not talking, glancing up from the plate that she plays with the food, verbally mimicking Steve, and being contrary and standoffish with Peter. It's all again very surly teenager type behaviour, mirroring a lot of the things that she resents about Peter. And before we get into the argument, I wanted to mention how Peter is holding his cutlery, which is borderline unnerving, and for such a small little detail, it really has quite consequences. Now, I think the one I subscribe to is that this is another example of Peter's stunted development and his borderline neglect in some aspects, and that fits with Peter's baby love for mommy and needing his friends to hold his hand. Peter's nearly finished at high school. This should be something he knows how to do properly. And we even see Annie look at it with resentment, a subconscious recognition that maybe she hasn't become where she needs to be. So for me, it's an example of him being emotionally and developmentally a bit stunted, but perhaps we can go a little bit further and say it's even exacerbated with mental stress, with emotional turmoil, lack of interpersonal dynamics. Maybe this isn't always how Peter eats, but that is some bad habit he's regressed into due to the stress. Now, I should mention the other three theories, because truth be told, I don't think I could outright call any of them wrong. So first, this could be an example of Annie learning his way into Peter. We already know he's been able to attempt to conquer her in brief moments, and we know he eats food weird. Certainly possible, but the least likely. Secondly, this could be simply some character backstory we don't know confirmed. I'm thinking specifically that Peter has taken risk at some point. We know he suffered from depression, and Steve seems very wary of involving him, and that's caused him to pick up on her habits. And thirdly, that Steve is worried about Annie's mental state to the point where he's given her the shot of consoles and Peter has had to murder her. But anyway, that last one was just something I saw on Reddit. I think the knife is perfectly fine for eating food. Truthfully, it's what I would recommend. But I think the safest and best answer is this stunted development that entails childhood repression for Steve. Now, while Peter may vocally instigate the conflict at the dinner table, I think it's fair to say that it's Annie who starts the argument. Sitting in silence for a while, Peter compliments the food, and when Steve says thanks, buddy, we see Annie snicker to herself and slightly mimic the thanks, buddy, clearly taking the positive Peter attempting the slightly. Peter asks quite genuinely, "You okay, Mom?" And for a moment, we see Annie react with almost pleasant shock. Everyone in this family, especially Annie and Peter, have been crying out for emotional support. And I think this initial shock from Annie is being actually quite warmly surprised that she's been done so. But she fails for a second to just say what. She doesn't know how to respond to letting her feelings to latch on their own. And we see the conversation quickly develop. Peter asks if there's something on her mind, and we see this childish repetition of the question mark. Annie's meaning is clear. Is there something you want to say to me? But she says it as if she's confused with the question. She's not trying to honestly communicate, and really in this moment, Peter is being the damage out party. From there, Annie says something very telling. Why would I want to say something to her? this may be the smartest line of the entire script. When you first hear it, it certainly looks like there's no mistake. Peter isn't smart and the story of the movie. It may even feel out of place or like an outright mistake. Peter asks Sean to free Peter, alarming him with the audience against ideas and full out denies it, saying sneering you would be sneering you. The word ever is key here, as it informs us that this isn't something happened off camera or prior to the film commencing. And with the film's acknowledgement of this incongruity, we know it's not a mistake of the film, it's a mistake of admitting something. So when she says, "Oh, sweetie, you don't have to get your phone across," we can go, "Oh yeah, she's right," and saying that she's admitting he's not actually saying it makes sense. But as we know, having seen the film, this absolutely is something that is Peter absolutely will just let it go on. It's another little piece of subliminal awareness, a reflection of the thought and the sneering face over his son's face looking back at the camera. And it's confirmed with what Annie says during her tirade at Darth Vader. All I get back is that frowny face on her face. Now this is absolutely playful and full of gravity for audience members tired of their teenage children, but again, that's how smart this script is, because as well as being genuinely funny, it can also be seen as Annie being unable to communicate with her child, quite the dark night of her grieving family, and all part of the story is dreaming, the same as the sneer, this idea that Annie can somehow recognize Peter's face on her son, staring back and taunting her with what's to come. It's funny, smart, and genuinely chilling all in 6 seconds. As with every part of this movie, it gets smarter the more you understand it. And to just cut back for a moment, we have Peter doing the same thing with the phrase "release me," repeated multiple times, and Peter raising his voice, telling him to release him, which has obvious connotations to his fixed destiny, and also the idea that Peter's soul is released from his body to make way for the fire. It is extremely smart script writing to achieve all this and do it so subtly. Put it in such plain, screaming in the audience's face view, but while still hiding its true meaning, is complete genius. Once Annie has finally snapped at Peter, we do hear her refer to Charlie's death as an accident, but she also says to Peter, "I wish I could shield you from the knowledge that you did what you did." So not only do we have her directly blaming him, saying it was his fault, but there's even more layered language here. "I wish I could shield you" is exactly what Annie is trying to do in these subconscious attacks on her children, trying to kill them so she can take them off the board and keep them for the camera. And to go a little bit further, shield you from the knowledge is also descriptive of Annie here. She knows something is desperately wrong, she can feel that everything is already doomed beyond repair, but because she has been shielded from this knowledge her whole life, she can't see it for what it is. And at the end of the scene, I don't think there's any doubt that Annie is blaming Peter, saying, "If you could have just said I'm sorry and faced up to what you have done," accusing him of not being able to take responsibility. Despite her saying it's an accident, she seems certain that from that moment on, she will do whatever to be able to apologize for and take responsibility for her sins. And from there we hear her tweet, "She cannot accept what's happened, and she can't forgive Peter for inheriting the knowledge." And as Annie finally lets it all out and reaches a climax, pointing her phone,
Look at that big dick.
she
I'm good at everything.
She knows she can do this. She knows her place, but because her mother was like, "Thank you so much," she doesn't know what she's missing. She doesn't know how to accept her child's death or what she's supposed to do. She doesn't have to understand the real
That was some fucking bullshit, that was.
Which obviously but that's not all that's in it. And something was bothering me about this scene for the longest time is I realised the decision to shoot this scene at sunset just seemed out of place. So it's very clearly done to give us this visual evidence of Joan leading Annie to the northwest, towards Pine, the king of the northwest. We know the sun is setting in the west, so we can say pretty clearly Joan leads Annie to the northwest. We'll see more subtle. She spins stories where skepticism has been overwhelmed by the demonstration of spiritual fact, and under normal circumstances, I think we could safely presume that Joan is making this up so that Annie seems to lie. But we did actually see that we predict dreams that plot. So just like Grey Factor, I think we can safely keep stage is about Fran's benefit and for Joan's benefit. The audience during say it's just
myself into
Annie seems very skeptical of what Joan is saying, extremely persistent. In fact, we know a lot of her expressions are in the camera. She clearly doesn't like what Joan is saying. Joan recognizes this, and that's the important thing. Right? You can say it could be anything. We never see any
waste away with me, down with me, slow out. Wanted it to be here. What? They've grabbed another one. This is about to call me, which keeps up. She goes to the hive at night, right?
You can certainly affect objects in a material plane. And as when we discussed the light and this larger being observing a family like a dollhouse, we're saying this is fine because it almost certainly is, because there's never any real mention of beings beyond him, above him, or below him. His minions, so to speak, are the cult, who are human and for the most part living, and although we get mention of him being one of the agents of hell, he's the only one named directly. Now that implies several other beings along the same rank as Pyman, and perhaps leaves room for one all-powerful being above them, as we often see in literature regarding hell's hierarchy and greater demonology. That being may sometimes be Beelzebub, Satan, Astaroth, Baal. There's a great many different interpretations of it, and depending on which one you're looking at, you'll come away with a different answer. But easily the most common is Lucifer, significant because Lucifer is the focus of John Milton's Paradise Lost, which, as I mentioned, is certainly in line with the occult law within the film. It's focused on stars, its use of pandemonium, and so on. And the name John chooses for him is really gravity, what it brings to the film has set up a hierarchy and how Simon is going to be a king. I think given what we know about his hierarchy, there's no way Lucifer is the same rank as Simon, and I think we can go out on a limb and say he's probably the only being above the king. So messing around with parlor tricks does seem like a bit of a stretch. With that being said, Lucifer is a being of light. He's often described as this because he's disguising himself as an angel or
So depressed. Jesus. Life sucks, bro. Life is some bullshit. I mean, I'm not insecure about my dick size, but the fact that, like, you know what I mean, people have got a bigger dick than me, it just sucks. I've got a big dick, you know what I mean? Like, it's not huge, but, yeah, it's okay. I've never been insecure about it. I'm not now. But when someone else has a bigger dick than me, it pisses me off. You know what I mean? I get pissed off. Fuck you. Fuck you for having a big dick. Fucking annoying. It really is annoying. Fucking just fuck off. That makes me hate women even more. I'm only gonna date women that like small dicks. I don't have a small dick, I promise. Maybe. You never know.
Fucking volatile hive. I must be out of my
Welcome.
goddamn mind. Lydia, I'm in the cave.
Welcome.
But I'm not seeing any volatiles.
You will soon. You just need to go deeper.
Go deep, you dirty bastard. be worse. Could be scouts. Eating rats in a council house. Definitely don't want to be scouts. Eating rats in a council house. It's actually a pretty funny thing to say. Timmy Tough Knuckles. Timmy Tough Knuckles is one of my favourite.
What were you doing here?
I was gonna jump down. Oh no. Sounds to activate the boost.
Another one of the Baron's twisted experiments.
No. Oh shit, it's invisible. How is that fucking fair? How is that fucking fair? Fuck off. How is that? That's fucking not fair, bro. They're not doing that. Fuck off. You dick.
So all the usual criticisms one might have about the dream sequence aren't really relevant. I was listening to Martin Scorsese praise the film recently, giving particular credit to the intercutting in the scene where we see these light switch style flips between layers of the dream and changes in the situation like they've been covered in light fluid all of a sudden. It's absolutely masterful work. Again, so low budget for how high impact it is, just like we saw with the original light switch cut with Ellen in the attic. We'll see this again a couple more times in quick succession with the exterior tilt shift shots flicking between night and day like a light switch. In fact, we never really see a clear indicator of any passage of time in the film. No reference for the distance between scenes. At one point, what could have been days is confirmed to be at least weeks, if not months. And all of this, particularly the flicking of the switch style scene changes, is supposed to create this feeling that the family are in an artificial environment, like a doll's house, where whatever higher being is watching over them, the flick out the day is simply...
Stop it, TV.
Where the hell did that thing go?
Fuck off. Behind me. Fuck off. You're right behind me. There he is. What? He's a predator. He literally just made a predator butterfly. Yeah. Get out of it. Maybe the UV will be helpful. Shit. Holy crap. Fucking bandages and all that. I've got so many materials it just doesn't even matter. That's a bitch. He's fine. Don't vanish on me. No. This is the best place to be, I think. You can only tap me from two sides. I think it's going to be the right side. Yep. Fucking Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna die. That's close. Is it stand here? James, they're really adding them as well. He's coming. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah! Oh! Yeah! God damn! God damn! Those kills are awesome. Nice.
We realized that all at once our feelings towards Annie and the relationship with his son completely changed. Like
This is literally the only thing that wrong.
we've had Annie recounting her things.
Go with.
We've had Annie constantly about it. Chances are next to zero that your first time seeing this would have Annie was suffering over Peter, and probably even lower. Just before Annie wakes up into what the whole event of the seance, we see, or rather hear, her chanting the words given to her by John that will allow Ivan this greater ability to manifest with it. And as part of the tradition, spirit, vampire, and so needing to be invited in. I'll put what we hear on the channel screen. It's a mishmash of Latin and Hebrew chants used to indicate taking their origins book of demonology and the complete book of demonology, although they have been paraphrased and pushed together for the first time. Translated into English, the phrase reads, "Hail Pan, King of the West, praise God," or perhaps "Blessed is God," at the end, I'll literally translate it. Inside his working time, we will see her inviting them to a family singing session. It's worth noting that this may be the kindest and most loving version of Annie we ever see. She's apologizing profusely to Peter.
I'm done. I don't want this anymore. Wow, that's pretty cool actually. Not many volatiles there, literally just one. It's supposed to be a nest. Some bullshit if you ask me. Oh. Nope. I mean look, there's like no volatiles at all. Just these motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers. What are they even doing here, man? It's supposed to be a volatile nest. Oh, fuck it. What am I doing? Ah, it's cracked my neck. Ah, fuck. I promise you that hurts so bad. This out. Spider-Man. Oh! Oh. How am I not dead, bro? What? Jesus. I can't do it down the ass. Where am I going? I've gone the complete wrong way. There's no fast travel in this game either. I think I've gone the wrong way. This is fucking, I swear to God, it's so confusing. Come on. Alright. Oh my God. Oh. I hate this. It was like a UV flash for a second. There's a tree. There's a tree, I'll be able to... No, fuck it, I'm running this way. Oh, I need to go back to the caverns. Dude, why did I even run out? I assumed we were done, I killed the volatile. Oh, that was a reasonable assumption. I don't think this is the way to the volatile hives. Where are the volatiles, by the way? Night time. Ah, Spider-Man. That's how you do it. I think smarter, not harder. Or the other way around. Either one works, really. I haven't slept in like 38 hours, you know. These bushes just make... I literally can't see a fucking thing. See? I ran off the edge. Okay, right. Get the fuck out of there. Move. Jesus. Flying. Fuck off. Fuck off. Dude, all the time while you're still there. A few of these. Maybe it's not in this room. Bro, where the fuck is this fucking cave, bro? I swear to God, I've been running around for so fucking long. Where is the cave? I'm so confused. Wait. Oh, genius. Genius. Alright, I'm through here. I'm through here. Come over to this. Do exit. Nope, do the same. Okay, I'm going down. Right. You would think it's down here. Like, realistically, you would assume that it's down here. You know, man, come on. Right, okay. This is actually kind of started to bother me. Oh. Check it out. It's steel. Fucking. This makes a song about corporations, profit, and a fucking thing here. How bad corporations are, stuff like that. He's on bad music label, a guarantee, and they all fucking shit ton of managers and fucking finances and like the fucking basically she is the corporate. That's what I mean. These fucking stars, like young, like they act like fucking thingy, but they're all subdued. They've all got rules that they need to follow. None of them are free. Every single one of them has to follow rules.
following the celebrities. You know, I want people to know who I am. Everyone wants that, but you know what I mean? I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want to feel like it was all for nothing, you know? Because it feels like it was all for nothing. As we are. Yeah, no. Starting to be for nothing, dude. Yeah, it's not down there. Where's my phone? I like this song. I like this song here. I like the song, but I don't want to play it. Okay. I'm lost. So lost. I bet it's going to be really simple as well. Imagine if we run into over here. I'm just going to keep running. I'm going to run into the wall. Come on. Climb up here, maybe. No, surely not. Shit, let's do that. But where do I go? Like... Right, okay, I'm fucked. And then the actual song starts.
Come on. Come on. Fuck off. I don't know where to go. It's so close. I assume it's here. But this is it. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I gotta leave and go around. Where? Right. Oh my god. Holding wrong. I don't know. Lost. Okay. I'll carry on tomorrow.